97.3.
Nagogomi iniashole iblokeje inoto moimi yumi nucho
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Shafelo, oh hiafo, idamonyo mohiene, monyo monyo, nami mobo, I okaye, emisa. Shafelo, oh yafo, bidamonyo mohiene, onyo monyo, nami mobo, oh, ni okaye, emisa, ele.
The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Citi 97.3.
Be merciful, Lord.
We adore you. Thank you, Lord. We worship you, Lord Jesus. We worship you. We worship you. We worship you. We worship you.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Our strength, thy grace.
633, 97.3 Citi FM. A progression, a praise medley, welcoming you to the Wednesday edition. 97.3 Citi FM, the Citi Breakfast Show. Sometimes the simpler it is, the more powerful it is. It's a very simple song. Our strength, thy grace, our rule, thy word, our end, the glory of the Lord. This is Reverend Charles Benison in a song that's originally on Sonny Badu's album. And a week after a national disaster, still finding succor from songs, bringing you meaningful radio. From now till 10 o'clock with all the tools at our disposal. Insightful questions, great music, fantastic camaraderie. From the next 3 hours, 40 minutes. And we're starting off the newspaper review segment, and then we jump into business and sports. But don't forget that the Business Sense is brought to you by Access Bank, and our W in partnership with the WCI Forum invites you to Istanbul, Turkey for a lifetime business experience you don't want to miss. Business leaders, entrepreneurs, investors, and go-getters. Istanbul is calling. Join us for a premium international business adventure from the 11th to the 18th, packed with B2B meetings, industrial zone and showroom tours, building and roofing materials, etc. Call 0800 004400. Access Bank's W, inspiring, connecting, and empowering. And the lyrics are so powerful. It says, the captain of Israel's host and guide of all who seek the land above. Beneath thy shadow we abide, the cloud of thy protecting love. Come on. So powerful. So what's the source of your strength? This is grace. The grace of God is what Christ gives. It's the product of his toil. It's for by grace you are saved, for by grace we stand, for by grace we win. And of course that's not the full story. There's also our rule under his word, subjecting ourselves to the powers in his word. And if you can consistently match the two, enabled by grace but moderated by his word, you will definitely get into a season of glory. Enabled by grace, moderated by his word, that's the path to glory. Thank you so much, Reverend Charles Benison, for making this great song. Now it's back, it's bigger. Fidelity Bank's Sika Boom Reloaded is a promo here to reward your savings with a life-changing cash prize. Deposit and maintain 500 cedis or more in your Fidelity account, and you could win up to 100,000 cedis in our grand draw. With every 500 cedi deposit growth, you stand a chance of winning 5,000 in monthly draws. Fidelity Bank is here for your journey. Sika Boom style. This promo is on NLA's Caritas platform. All right, so we're going to start with the headlines from the newspaper segment. Send us your comments 054 998 6996.
Sika Boom. Fidelity Bank say save and win. Sika Boom. Just to post it and begin. Every 500 cedis you keep for a month, you get 1 point all at once. More deposits, gets more points in. More points, more cash you feel win. How many points? 1 point every 500 cedis. What if you win? 5,000 cedis monthly. And the grand prize? Hey! 100,000 Ghana cedis.
Don't wait. Visit any Fidelity branch or agent nationwide to deposit in multiples of 500 cedis. The more you deposit, the better your chances to win 5,000 cedis monthly and 100,000 cedis in the grand draw. Terms and conditions apply. Win with us. Fidelity Bank, believe with us.
Sika Boom.
This is an NLA approved promo, now running on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Oh,
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
We give you praise.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Thank you, Lord. We worship.
Let's get straight into the newspaper review segment. Richard, the last guy is in black.
Yes.
Francis Kakaka Forsin is in something greenish. Is this
It's
green?
a dark green.
Dark green.
Yes,
okay.
and there's a bit of black, but you can't see it.
It's not open to the normal eye. Clearly, I can't see it. Anyway, welcome, gentleman and lady.
Thank you, Bernard. It's a new day.
We are soldiering on.
Yes.
I think a lot of people are waiting for Friday for closure.
Yes, which is 2 days away, right?
Yes, a lot of people are waiting for Friday for closure. So we're still keeping the faith.
Yep.
And starting with the headlines. What do you have for us?
So let me take you to the Ghanaian Times. The big story says helicopter crash, victims Ward Support Fund in the offing. And comes with a photograph of the President of the Republic. Also on the front page, rise above narrow partisan interest, the Vice President is telling everyone. And Asiedun Ketia eulogizes Mutala at Tamale funeral rites. And Bese Manche, Dr. Park, others pay tribute in memory of victims of the disaster.
Okay, to the Daily Graphic and cover stories. Helicopter crash, President unveils support fund Friday. Dependents of 8 patriots to benefit. Also, 9 radio stations shut over regulatory breaches. Devolution Conference in Kenya, Jospon Group showcases waste management innovations, and UPSA launches 60th anniversary celebration. On the back page of the Daily Graphic, they're reporting 1 radiographer to 400,000 people. Radiology Society calls for efforts to train more.
Let me take you to the Ghanaian Chronicle. The big story says 7 Nigerians grabbed for attempting to acquire Ghana card through fraudulent means. Also, IGP breaks ground for new 60-bed ward at Police Hospital right here in Accra, and Apostle Kojo Safo is alive and healthy. Ajua Safo, the daughter, what are saying?
Okay, on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper, Christian leaders reject government's prophecy vetting. Also, RNAQ Foundation donates 500,000 Ghana cedis to tackle opioid abuse. And helicopter crash, Mahama announces fund for victims' children. Swiss pot cocaine prime suspect busted. And the NDC says they are contesting Akwetia by-election.
Let me take you to the Daily Gist newspaper. The big story, helicopter exploded mid-air, says Deputy Majority Whip. Was she there? That's the question I want to ask. Let's stop these speculations and wait until, the investigations are concluded. Also, 2 choppers forced to land due to bad weather. And the story about the Wuntumi media, is also here on the front page. And another story related to the media. So we're told Fanti Comedy, a TikToker, an MPP women's organizer, arrested over viral video, a very, very distasteful video that was in circulation. Bad things they said in that video, allegedly. Also on the front page this morning, something here that says PK Apia Foundation targets 10,000 jobs for the youth.
Okay.
To the Herald newspaper, 2 arrested over threats to kill Mahama and behead Lodina. NPA warns against illegal storage and sale of petroleum products. Changes at Ghana School of Law as Yao Pong steps down from directorship. NDC vows to fight Akwetia by-election, challenges MPP's motives. Other stories, main suspect in Kotoka cannabis seizure busted at Aflao border. And Bernard Avler's late wife honored with foundation.
Let me take you to the news center. BOG touts gold for oil impact. It raised pressure on Citi, stabilized fuel prices, according to Dr. Mumuni. Also, the front page, the story about victims fund support, and Ghana Link Services mourns helicopter crash victims. Some other stories here, including the one on our late sister, Justine Senovi. Memorial Foundation donates 100 decks and scholarships to Pando Senior High School. This happened over the weekend, and you can see Bernard Avler here doing the needful.
To the Daily Post, tragic helicopter crash. MPA Chief Executive lays flowers in memory of victims. Also, Mahama visits families of 3 soldiers killed in helicopter crash. Police arrest 2 over threats to assassinate President Mahama and First Lady Lodina. And Mahama announces fund for children of 8 helicopter crash victims.
Let me take you to the Inquisitor. The big story says appointments without due diligence, GRA in turmoil, Commissioner General deputies naked, according to the paper. Also, Stop Press, National Security's Batman harasses Chado residents. The details we're told will be coming soon. An MPA boss lays flowers in memory of victims of the helicopter crash.
Okay.
To the
What
Informer.
happened to the Informer? It looks like a black and white TV instead of color TV
Seems
today.
like a
Printing
yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay, what are they
problem.
saying?
Now, the front page stories: don't abandon families of fallen heroes. Napo tells Ghanaians. BCM corrects erroneous impression. 2028 NPP standard bearer race. Coalition roots for Baumia. Vouchers for his integrity track record. Also, MPP's withdrawal from Tamale Central by-election. NDC urged to reciprocate, but says lie. And regulatory breaches, NCA holds Wuntumi's media empire, others.
And finally, from me, the new publisher, government shuts down 9 radio stations. Wuntumi is here, or Wuntumi is here on the front page of the newspaper. Also, NDC shall contest Akwetia Akogan, confirms. And Eric Ejay justifies government directive on prophecies. And something here that says Asanteman bans all funerals on Thursday, August 21.
Moving online, before you guys come in, some details on Channel 1 News Online. JRNMA demands immediate posting of over 1,000 graduates. So watch this space. Kojo Choi, Ghana's ambassador designate to South Korea, says, I only hold a Ghanaian passport. Meanwhile, Want to Be Radio challenges NC over unwarranted suspension. Unwarranted is in quotes. And the GFA Congress approves 3-term limit for president and exco. This is quite controversial. Meanwhile, Ghana Railway suspends Accra Tema shuttle over technical hitches. So if you want to jump on a shuttle to Tema, you have to wait for a bit. If you go to citinewsroom.com, avoid premature conclusions. Armed Forces cautions media on helicopter crash. Meanwhile, MPA warns of closure and decommissioning of unlicensed fuel stations. Ghana targets $2 billion palm oil import cut with new red gold policy. And then Jasia Opon to step down as director of the Ghana School of Law. Mahama also visits families of Air Force servicemen killed in helicopter crash. Very, very poignant photos coming in there. My journal online leads with Galamsey. We cannot trade our children's future for Galamsey prophet. Senyo Hosi. Daryl Bosu also says crash must change fight against what he calls environmental terrorism. In other headlines, Dr. Manibama swore that neither he nor his family would be involved in Galamsey Muntaka reveals. And of course, Keto Kreku outlines ambitious reforms, investments, and calls for regulatory support for football. The High Street Journal, Beyond Bullets, tackling the real drivers of Galamsey. So quite a lot of attention on Galamsey this morning. And other stories, Africa positions to capture billions from AI boom with agriculture and finance at the forefront. All right. So can we get into some details?
Yes, so let me tell you about the Victims Support Fund, which is detailed in page 12 of the Ghanaian Times this morning. Julius Yao Petr, my good friend, says President John Dramani Mahama has announced the establishment of a fund to support the education of the children of the 8 persons who perished in a helicopter crash on Wednesday, August 6, 2025. Now, speaking at the 3rd day funeral rite of one of the victims, Alhaji Mohammed Muniru Limuna, the Deputy National Security Coordinator in Accra yesterday, President Mahama said the state owes it a duty to cater for the dependents of the deceased. Now, being on a national assignment before their untimely death, President Mahama said the dependents of the victims, including a 2-month-old baby of the pilot squadron leader, Peter Bafemi Anala, must not be left to their fate as a result of the absence of their breadwinners.
Seeing the photos of the president visiting them and the woman holding the 2-month-old baby, it is absolutely heartbreaking. Meanwhile, the Armed Forces is causing the media to avoid premature conclusions. This is citynewsroom.com. The Ghana Armed Forces has appealed to the public, particularly media practitioners, commentators, bloggers, and content creators. I like the way they've characterized the group, because a lot of problems that they blame people like you and I, but sometimes we are nowhere near the crime scene. You know, commentators, bloggers, and content creators to exercise restraint and accuracy in their commentary on the recent helicopter crash in Ashanti region. In a statement issued by Captain V.A. Ahin, acting DG of Public Affairs, the Ghana Armed Forces noted that it had observed a surge in speculative and unsubstantiated reports surrounding the incident. It stressed that such conjecture not only risks misleading the public, but also deepening the pain of the bereaved families. He quotes, "For the sake of the bereaved families and loved ones, and the Armed Forces urges media practitioners, panelists, social commentators, bloggers, content creators, etc., etc. He says, be circumspect in your reportage, report only the facts, and let's not make people's situation worse. I endorse this comment.
Yeah, and the Daily Graphic has an editorial still related, and it's headlined, Honoring the Fallen Heroes, Let's Target Root Cause of Galamsey and Not Victims. And just to read the last paragraph, which essentially captures the entirety, it says, as we bid them farewell, let us honor them by fighting smart, not just hard. The excavators, not the exploited, must be Ghana's target. Anything less betrays their legacy and our future.
Yeah, so talking about all the claims that people are making, what the military is calling for restraint on. If you go to the Daily Gist newspaper, page 3 of the newspaper says, pieces of information have started emerging over the course of last Wednesday crash of the Ghana Air Force helicopter ferrying senior government officials and anti-Galamsey to an anti-Galamsey program. Yeah. The story said even before the investigative team tasked to probe the accident completes its work, there are suggestions that the helicopter encountered bad weather, leading to its inability to land. However, if you go into the story, they are quoting the Deputy Majority Chief Whip, Comfordoyo Kujo Gansa, as having cast doubt on official description of what had happened. She was speaking on OKFM, and the Ada MP is quoted as saying that the helicopter exploded mid-air before eventually landing. Now, there's a quote here that says the aircraft blasted. It did not crash, she stressed. In past crashes, the aircraft lands in one location and all the victims are found together. This time, parts were strewn over a wide area, and some victims were discovered in a deep valley.
Where did she get this information from?
You and I were not there.
And
this is a member of leadership.
They are quoting her.
Yeah, they are quoting her. There are specific quotes here in the story, and I find it
this
particularly
is a leader in parliament.
Yes,
you know. You see this thing. Now they are saying media, something. This is a duty bearer. It's not media. The media is just asking her questions. She's putting that out. But to be fair, the media also has to be responsible. So if somebody makes a statement that is unsubstantiated, you can sort of counter and also not give the platform to people who may not be experts on specific issues. So I take responsibility. We need to be careful who we empanel and what we say. Let's continue.
I'm moving on.
Yes, I like that.
So
one.
I'm moving on to health. Yes, on the back page of Daily Graphic, one radiographer to 400,000 people. Radiology Society calls for efforts to train more, and the story reads, Ghana has approximately one radiologist per 400,000 people instead of the basic international standard of 9 radiologists to 100,000 people. Also, about 90% of the country's district hospitals lack specialist radiological services, leaving a growing burden of cancer, cardiovascular disease, and trauma undiagnosed. The president of the Ghana Society for Radiographers, GSR, Dennis Amate Ahia, expressed the concerns at the International Society of Radiographers and Radiological Technologists International Conference and the Ghana Society of Radiographers Triennial Congress in Cape Coast.
Meanwhile, still on health, GRNMA is demanding immediate posting of over 1,000 graduates. This is channel1newsonline.com. The Resident Nurses Association is urging the Ministry of Finance to immediately release funds for the recruitment of more than 1,000 nurses and midwives who completed training between 2021 and 2024, but are still awaiting posting. Now they want that the prolonged delay in employing the graduates is leading to deterioration of their professional skills.
Okay, so let me take you to this other story that is in the headlines for this morning. So yesterday, the ministry responsible for communications, the agency and the NCA, ordered the suspension and in some cases the closure of a number of radio stations. In all, we're told that 9 radio stations have been affected, 3 belonging to the regional
Ashanti is now chairman of MPP.
Exactly.
Chairman Wontumi.
Yes, Wontumi. So the story, let me give you 2 paragraphs of the story. The government of Ghana has ordered 9 privately owned radio stations to stop operations over what has been described as a violation of various infractions. Now, the stop operation suspension order from government was challenged through an official statement issued by the... was challenged. Why would he be challenged?
You
By the
would-
National Communications Authority and dated August
Wrong
12,
everything.
2025. Yes. Now, 3 of the suspended radio stations belong to the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the Opposition New Patriotic Party, Bernard Nchibosiako, alias Chairman Wuntumi. Now, they are Wuntumi 95.9, Wuntumi 101.3, and Wuntumi 101.3.
Meanwhile-
all located in Accra, Kumasi, and Takoradi.
Meanwhile, Wontumi Radio denies issuing an apology to Mahama over crash comments. So, a management member of the station, Godna Sabediako, has dismissed claims that Wontumi Multimedia issued an official apology to the president, the NDC, and the public over remarks linking the president to the recent military helicopter crash.
Yeah.
The denial follows the circulation of a statement purportedly from Wontumi TV, owned by Chairman Wontumi, popularly known as, or whose original name is Bernard Nchibosiako, apologizing for comments made by one of its presenters, Achem Kwa Nana Kofi Asare, on Saturday. The presenter had alleged that the president was involved in a tragic crash. The purported statement described the claims as inappropriate and founded contrary to values of professionalism, accuracy, and fairness in broadcasting. But speaking on Channel 1 newsroom on Tuesday, Mr. Sabediako stressed that the management never issues an apology, suggesting that the statement originated from unauthorized online accounts amid heightened tension between Wontumi Multimedia and the NCA.
Yeah, still in that space though. Some people have been arrested.
Yes, and this is from the Daily Gist. Fanti comedy TikToker NPP women's organizer arrested over viral video. The story reads: the Criminal Investigation Department, CID, and National Security operatives have arrested Fanti Comedy, a popular TikTok content creator known for his affiliation with the New Patriotic Party, alongside MPP's North Tongue constituency women's organizer AY. According to credible sources, the arrest follows the circulation of a controversial video in which Fanti Comedy allegedly mocked victims of the recent Obuasi helicopter crash, which claimed the lives of some Air Force officers. The video reportedly contained threats directed at the National Democratic Congress National Communications Officer Sami Jemfi and an alleged warning of assassination against President John Mahama. Investigations revealed that Fanti Comedy was picked up by the National Security operatives and subsequently handed over to the CID for further questioning.
Before I tell you about the Justin Senovi Memorial Foundation, let me quickly draw your attention to a story on the front page of the Chronicle, which says 7 Nigerians grabbed for attempting to obtain Ghana card fraudulently. Now, we're told that a circuit court right here in Accra which was presided over by Her Honor Halima El-Alawa Abdul Basit, has issued a bench warrant for the arrest of 7 Nigerian nationals who are facing criminal charges for allegedly providing false information to acquire Ghana identification.
Now, before you come in, Ghana targets $2 billion palm oil import cut with new red gold policy. So Daniel Odrumensa reports for Citi Newsroom that Ghana is advancing plans for a bold agricultural policy aimed at slashing its $2 billion annual palm oil import bill. This will be achieved by significantly scaling up domestic production and diversifying into high-value tree crops. This plan was outlined in the 2025 to 2028 medium-term expenditure framework, includes the rollout of a national palm oil industry policy, which will support the distribution of 1.5 million oil palm seedlings to farmers. Let's go and collect some. It's also to promote large-scale outgrower plantation schemes and provides incentive to expand local processing capacity. And the initiative is called Red Gold of Oil Palm Program, which will catalyze private sector investment, create thousands of jobs across rural Ghana, and aligns with the country's import substitution and agro-industrial policy. So we are going to become oil palm growers.
I see. Let's make that happen so that we can do a lot of work in Peki and.
That's for you. Every time the government wants to initiate something, you form a business with your mouth.
We are not.
We create a business with your mouth. Then we finish and we continue with our Charlie.
You continue laughing at me when I'm chopping and I don't invite you to drink the wood.
Would it be ethical for a journalist to go and collect all the oil palm?
Why not? Are we not Ghanaians?
Do we have a track record of farming?
We not Ghanaians. We have been farming. We too, we are Ghanaians. You continue.
Minister for Agriculture.
Now let me take you to the news. You see our old journalists. Have you seen us?
They are all farming.
You see our old journalists.
If you leave the journalists, hungry go catch you.
Let me take you to the news center for this very beautiful story. The Justin Senovi Memorial Foundation donating 100 decks and scholarship to Pando Senior High School. The story on page 8 of the news center says the Justin Senovi Memorial Foundation, in collaboration with the Pando Senior Secondary School 99-year group, has presented 100 decks to the Pando Senior High School as part of activities marking the official launch of the foundation. Now, 2 female students of the school have also been awarded scholarships under the same project aimed at promoting girl child education and improving learning conditions on campus. Now, the foundation was established in August 2025 by the family and loved ones in honor of the late Justin Alom Aku Senovi Avele, who passed away in August 2022. It was created to celebrate her life and work, uphold the values she lived by, and excellence, empathy, and selflessness, and to continue the causes she supported during her lifetime. Now, beyond preserving her legacy, the foundation also seeks to provide closure and comfort for her children and loved ones. So the story continues. So if you're interested in this story, please go online. There are further details there. And the students who are benefiting from this, please do your very best to become an excellent version of yourself.
They're actually excellent students already.
Yes,
good behavior and great academic performance.
Meanwhile, the NDC is saying that they won't abandon Akwetiao. The informer has that story. So MPP did this, hoping that
what is good for the good,
it will be good for the Ghana. But the NDC is saying, look, Akwetiao will go.
We'll see
grab the informer and read.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Kakra. That was the newspaper review. The City Business News is next. Stay with us.
Oh, jump on now. Go. Google me. At what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same ride. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mindset be the 3-in-1 action. No, Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, they make a finish my gobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why your hand my gobe inside? I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small. Go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
7 o'clock, City Business News with EcoBank and MTN. Nashi Kasisa with the details. Welcome.
Thank you, Bernard. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN Goil and EcoBank. I'm Nashi Kasisa. Coming up, 2024 sees over 30% jump in check values as volumes dip. Also coming up, National Petroleum Authority (NPA) warns of closure of unlicensed petroleum outlets, and later government moves to slash palm oil import bill to boost domestic production. Let's settle for the details of our stories now. Checks may have lost a little ground in popularity when it comes to transactions, but when they are used, they carry far more weight. 2024 saw fewer checks written, yet the value of those transactions soared, and digital payments weren't left out of the race either. Here's more from the 2024 Financial Stability Review.
According to the 2024 Financial Stability Review, the volume of interbank checks cleared under the check code line clearance system fell marginally by just 0.15% in 2024. Yet, the total value of these checks surged by 30.97%, reaching 384 billion cedis, up from the 293 billion in 2023. The divergence between value and volume suggests a shift towards higher value transactions, possibly driven by corporate payment or large-scale settlement, even as smaller checks usage continues to decline. The check trend comes against the backdrop of rapid growth in Ghana's wider payment ecosystem. Ghana Interbank Settlement System transactions grew 78.12% in value to hit 6.13 trillion Ghana cedis, despite a 6.07% drop in volumes. Digital channels also recorded strong gains, with GIPC instant pay processing over 161 million transactions valued at 355 billion cedis, while the data underscores the resilience of traditional payment instruments like checks. It also highlights the growing dominance of faster, more convenient digital options.
Emmanuel Opong with that Business Desk report. Now, the National Petroleum Authority, NPA, has warned that petroleum outlets operating without the requisite licenses face closure and possible decommissioning. The regulator in a statement says the move is in line with the National Petroleum Authority Act, which mandates that all businesses engaged in the petroleum downstream sector must obtain proper licensing before commencing operations. The caution follows findings that some individuals and entities are involved in illicit storage and marketing of petroleum products. The NPA stressed that engaging in such activities without approval from its board is a breach of the law. The NPA also indicated that under the Act, only Ghanaians or foreign companies in registered joint ventures with Ghanaian partners meeting local content and participation requirements are eligible for licenses. It added that licensed operators are also required to display their permits prominently at their business premises. Now to some other stories. Now the government is set to roll out a plan to reduce Ghana's $2 billion annual palm oil import bill by boosting domestic production. It also aims to distribute 1.5 million seedlings to farmers and promote large-scale outgrower plantation schemes. In the medium-term expenditure framework 2025 to 2028, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture noted that under the forthcoming national palm oil industry policy, the initiative will provide incentives for farmers and develop the entire value chain. Daniel Odrumensa has more.
The policy forms part of the broader Ghana tree crops diversification project, which will also support the commercial cultivation of cashew, coconut, and rubber to increase farmer income and foreign exchange earnings. In 2025, the government, through the Ghana Tree Crops Development Program, will procure and supply 5,070,000 seedlings comprising 2 million cashew, 1,650,000 rubber, and 1,420,000 coconuts for nationwide distribution. An additional 2 million seedlings will be provided, including 500,000 shea and 1,500,000 mango, targeting 500,000 farmers across the country. The Red Gold Oil Palm Program is expected to stimulate private sector investment in plantations and processing, create jobs, and strengthen Ghana's position in the regional edible oils market.
Daniel Odrumensa filed that report. Now, MTN Ghana has announced a planned systems upgrade from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. on August 7, 2025, which will result in a disruption to all services on the Momo platform. The telecommunications giant assured customers that the exercise is to enhance service delivery and enhance security following recent breaches, which resulted in approximately 5,700 MTN Ghana customers experiencing unauthorized access of their personal information. MTN expressed its sincere apologies for any inconveniences the planned systems upgrade may cause. Now to some other stories. Petr Trust has reported a solid financial performance for 2024, with both its Tier 2 and Tier 3 pension schemes recording double-digit growth. The Tier 2 scheme expanded by 37% to 3.2 billion cedis, while the Tier 3 scheme rose by 41% to 2.2 billion cedis. Both delivered net investment returns of over 22%, placing Petr Trust among the top performing pension fund managers last year. Addressing journalists after the company's annual general meeting, Head of Portfolio Management and Operations Yvonne Buliga said the strong showing was the result of disciplined investment decisions and strategic diversification.
For the Tier 2 scheme, we call it the Petr Advantage Pension Scheme. It closed the year with a net asset value of 3.3 billion Ghana cedis. It grew by an amount of 894 million Ghana cedis during the calendar year 2024. That represented a 37% increase from the previous year's net asset value. So for the Tier 3 scheme, we closed the year with a net asset value of 2.2 billion Ghana cedis. It grew by about 644 million Ghana cedis in that calendar year. In terms of investments for the Tier 3, i.e. the Petr Opportunity Pension Scheme, we remained compliant throughout the year in accordance with the investment guidelines prescribed by the regulator, and we also remain compliant with the global reporting standards.
That was the head of portfolio management and operations at Petro Trust, Yvonne Buliga, speaking there. For his part, the head of retail business at Petro Trust, Seth Kumsin, outlined some of the solutions the company is offering to meet customer demands.
We have a range of services or solutions. We have the Easy Loan solution that basically allows scheme members to leverage their investments with us to access affordable credits or loans reasonably priced. Then we have the Easy Homes, which is our most exciting product right now, basically allowing scheme members to be able to own homes. We are working with trusted partners, reputable developers, and financing partners to make sure that we are able to walk as many of our scheme members as possible through their home ownership journey.
You heard the head of retail business at Petro Trust, Seth Kumsin. Now, on the interbank market today, the dollar is going for 11 cedis, 50 pesos, while the British pound is going for 15 cedis, and the euro is going for 13 cedis. And that's all for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, GOIL, and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company. Do have a great business day.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s. You lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Ah, Ma, have you received the delivery?
See, the rider's bay. Send in a momo.
Okay, *176.
Ah, Paco, don't you use a smartphone? Use a momo app, ne?
Huh? Abba app.
Hey, I want to say a millennium, say millennial. Inim. Oh, millennium for ya nyaze. Switch to the app. Oh, you're smart. No, you're secure.
Enter a world of possibilities with the Momo app. Pay your favorite merchant, pay utility bills, and borrow from our wide range of lending services. Move to the app side today. MTN.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The Citi Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
11 minutes past 7. The Citi Business News was brought to us by EcoBank. Isn't it fascinating how the world is changing so quickly? Of course, one thing's for sure, a lot has changed, but guess what? With EcoBank, we've changed even better. For 3 decades and more, we've pioneered a range of digital-first banking products designed for the way we live today. From the mobile app, EcoBank Pay, and express points across the country, EcoBank is right where you are. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. And MTN is saying your Thursdays got more exciting because from now on you get a nice 25% bonus on your first data bundle purchase of the day when you bundle on my MTN app or use *138#. MTN is saying that's not enough for a lovely customer like you, so we're offering a free extra movie ticket when you pay with Momo at the Silverbird Cinemas at the West Hill and Accra malls. For those of you wonderful people in the Garden City, you get your free tickets at the Golden Cinemas in the Kumasi Mall. So set your reminders, bundle on my MTN or *138# and make the best of your 25% first bundle purchase. visit the cinemas, use Momo, and get free extra movie tickets on MTN's Yellow Thursday. Kickoff is next. So much happening in the world of sports. The GFA says the position of president can be run 3 terms. Lots of tongues wagging. What's going to happen now? Meanwhile, Mr. President for GFA has not said he's going to contest, but already the sports daggers are out. Sporting daggers are out. Gabriel First joining us shortly, but Kickoff is brought to us by Lesheho. You deserve financial peace, and we're offering you just that. Life comes with financial challenges, but with Lesheho, you don't have to face them alone. Whether it's education, rent, or unexpected expenses, we've got the right loan to meet your needs at the right time. Simply call or WhatsApp 027 004 0799. That's 027 004 0799. Let's make life easier together. Terms and conditions apply. Lesheho, let's improve life. And this is Ghana. You only get deceived if you're not sure of what you're buying or don't really know the market. When it comes to water storage tanks, the name we all know is Polytank. It's been with us for over 30 years and it's been trusted by all these generations. Make no mistake, always choose Polytank for guaranteed quality. It's available at the same price across the country at Polytank partner shops. Polytank, the original, always the best. Papa Nono, Ankasa, Ankasa. By the way, Polytank does not request for Momo payment online. And how do you want your engine to feel today? Confident, protected, ready to perform? Let's talk about Shell V-Power with Dynaflex technology, specially formulated to create a clean engine, giving it the boost it needs. Fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you and feel performance, feel confidence, and feel protection. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
In this article, that's the article of the term limit. In this article, we agree with the proposal, but we highly recommend aligning it with the FIFA model.
All right, it's more from GFA's General Secretary Prospero Senado on extending the presidential term limit from 2 to 3 terms as yesterday's Congress. Plus, it's Tottenham v PSG later tonight in the UEFA Super Cup, all the way in Italy.
It's a massive game, great challenge, even bigger opportunity. I see it as the way my brain works is I see opportunities instead of pressure or whatever. So,
okay, so Ghana's Mohamed Kudus could win a first trophy tonight in that clash against Paris Saint-Germain. All of that plus some transfer news and analytics as well. We're proudly sponsored by Shell Goa, Zonda GH, Polytank Ghana, and Lesheho. Let's improve life. Alright, I'm Gabriel. Let's start from Budapest in Hungary because Ghana's 100-meter record holder Abdul Rashid Saminu clocked 10.01 seconds to finish second behind Jamaica's Kishane Thompson, who did 9.95 seconds at the Glai Itvan Memorial Meet. Now, it was Saminu's first competition on European circuit, having ended his collegiate season with the NCAA Championships back in June. The 27-year-old beat off Africa's fastest man, that's Ferdinando Mayala and Akani Simbine. And so Saminu has had a breakout season in 2025, where he's broken the national record twice. First with a 9.86 seconds clocking at the end of May, before lowering his own record to 9.84 seconds 7 weeks later. So good one for the Ghanaian in Budapest. Well, taking into the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence in Pram, because GFA President Keto Kreku has described discussions about his potential re-election as premature, despite strong support from football delegates to extend the presidency term from 2 to 3. Now, the proposal put forward by the GFA Statute Review Committee was overwhelmingly endorsed with 91% approval from delegates at the Congress in Pram. There's more in this report.
In this article, that's the article of the term limit. In this article, we agree with the proposal, but we highly recommend aligning it with the FIFA model, proposing as per the...
At the GFA Congress on Tuesday, August 12, 2025, an overwhelming 91% of football delegates voted in favor of extending the GFA presidential term from 2 to 3 terms, signaling a strong support from the football community for the significant change. Out of the 124 delegates, 114 voted in favor of the extension of the presidential term limit to 3 and other amendments in the GFA statute. 6 voted against, while 3 abstained. During the post-Congress press briefing, GFA President Petr faced questions about his future plans. When asked if he would seek re-election under the newly extended term limit, Okreku's response raised some eyebrows.
I think that question is premature. We have, at the minute, almost 2.5 years to serve the Ghanaian game. And when it comes to that time, I will make a decision. Just like many other people who are eligible to make a decision and to contest.
While the majority backed the term extension, a small group of dissenting football delegates made their position clear, voicing concerns over the decision and its implications for the future of the GFA.
And my position has always been clear that I don't think that this is what we have to do. But 91% of the people present and eligible to vote voted in favor. So who am I? The people want this, so this is what has to happen.
I feel that the timing is wrong. There could have been a time that we discussed the possibility of extending the term limit, but this is not the right time.
The injection of 18 million Ghana cedis into the Top Flight League through a partnership with Adisa Productions also drew attention. Questions were raised about the duration and terms of this significant financial deal, with Petr providing clarity on its structure and impact on Ghanaian football.
There's no cloud of secrecy around our announced partnership. I think it's an unfair comment.
Is it not present?
Because at the launch of the partnership, if all of you go back to the video, I think I was very clear on the source of funding. So there's no secrecy about it. And I'll plead with all of us to stay with the truth at all times. The truth of the partnership can be seen clearly in my presentation, in my speech of that day. Let me repeat what I said. I said the money that will be made available to our clubs is from the partnership.
The new football season is set to begin on September 12, 2025, after the Congress was held here at the Ghanaman Soccer Center of Excellence. For Channel 1 Sports here in Prom, I am Gabi Ofe.
All right, and so at the Congress, Petr also announced the record cash prize of 2 million Ghana cedis for the winners of the upcoming 2025-2026 Ghana Premier League season. At the second place will take on 1 million Ghana cedis, and also the third place 800,000 Ghana cedis. Fourth will take 750,000 Ghana cedis. Well, some more reactions, and we hear from the technical advisor for the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, Betty Crosby-Mensah, on the partnership with Adisa Productions and the Ghana Football Association.
We have created the enabling environments to have that private government relationship to generate that necessary funding. Government has always made monetary contributions, and you know that. And so yes, but with regards to this very investment, we are creating the enabling environment for partnership that will lead to the necessary investment.
All right, so that's the technical advisor for the Sports and Recreation Ministry, Betty Crosby-Mensah, speaking there. Well, away from Congress, let's talk about the 2025 KGL Democracy Cup on August 29 at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. 17 days to that clash between Accra Heart of Oak and Accra Great Olympics at Legon. Just in case you've been wondering, it's the second edition set to kick off with a symbolic clash between Parliament football team, captained by Majority Leader Mama Yariga, and the Judiciary's team in an exciting curtain raiser match before the main clash itself between Hearts and Olympics. Let's get some reactions here from the Majority Leader, Mama Yariga.
There are other countries that have refused to follow the path of democracy, and they are being visited by violence, they are being visited by dictatorship, oppressive leaders, but we have chosen to go the path of democracy, and we need to nurture the institutions of democracy. We need to market democracy. We need to brand democracy well, and I think that this is one of the tools to use such a great national symbol, which is football, something that really enjoys the support of majority of Ghanaians, if not all Ghanaians, to use it as a platform to brand democracy, to make democracy more acceptable to our people.
All right, so that's the majority leader, Mama Yarega, speaking there. An initiative by Parliament is the 2025 KGL Democracy Cup on August 29. Well, to the CHAN tournament, and defending champions Senegal were held by Congo to 1-0 draw in the second Group D fixture in Zanzibar yesterday. The results leave Senegal on 4 points from 2 matches, with Congo on 2. In the other fixture, Ghana's Kwesi Appiah, who is currently managing Sudan, his side trashed Nigeria by 4 goals to 0 to go, top of Group D, and in the process knocked the Super Eagles out of the tournament with a game to spare. With only 4 teams in Group D, Nigeria can now reach a maximum of 3 points and not enough to finish in the top 2. But for Senegal drawing earlier, Sudan's emphatic win left them to first on goal difference. Senegal second on 4 points, Congo third on 2, and Nigeria fourth on 0. Later today, the fun continues. Madagascar will take on Central Africa Republic. At 2 p.m, Mauritania will play Burkina Faso at 5 p.m. in the CHAN tournament. There's more updates on that later. Well, let's talk about Black Queen forward Chantal Boyloka, who's joined Nottingham Forest from London City Lionesses, where she finished the season as the club's second highest scorer, netting 6 goals in the promotion winning campaign.
I'm excited. It looks amazing. Like the surface, everywhere's red, so I'm excited to start playing in red. Yeah, and just seeing the faces in the crowd and putting smiles on faces as well. I'm excited for it.
You, of course, won this division last season with London City. Do you think that experience is really going to help you here at Forest this season?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I think this league, it's a very tough league. It's a competitive league. So with the experience I've just had, with the positive outcome that we had, hopefully I can bring all that to this team and go do it again.
All right, excited for Black Queen forward Chantal Boyloka, who's joined the BSL side Nottingham Forest. Well, in Europe, Everton have completed the signing of Jack Grealish from Manchester City on a season-long loan. Liverpool are in talks with Crystal Palace over the signing of McGahey, and believe the player wants to join them. On the red side of things, Ferdinand has spoken about United's club's transfer activity this summer. He says it shows that finally they're heading into the right direction. Later tonight, Ghana's Mohamed Kudus is likely to feature for Spurs in the clash against PSG in the UEFA Super Cup. Well, Spurs will be without his Bissouma for tonight's clash. Now, before we leave, a moment of silence in memory of Diogo Jota and his brother Andre Silva will be held at all Premier League matches this weekend. The players will also wear black armbands, while messages and images will be shown on the big screens in the various stadiums in the Premier League. That's the very latest in the world of sports. For more, you can head to citysportsonline.com, and on X, you can find us at City Sports JH. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Shell Shogowo, Zundo JH, Politangana, Lesheho. Let's improve life. I'm Gabriel Fair. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care, and bye-bye.
Polytech is everywhere, durable and authentic. Stronger brand you can trust. Polytech, we get some more Rambo and get some more super. And the Polytech, we did for Papa no no, Papa no no, Papa no no, Papa no no, no, Papa no no, Ankasa. Polytech, the original, always the best.
Services, innovative financial solutions. We deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's share go, we improve your life. your life.
Do you ever wonder how your car's engine is doing as you drive?
Not often.
Does it feel confident and protected, or is it tired and struggling?
I have a busy schedule, so I leave matters of my engine to Shell V-Power. With Shell V-Power, you can feel confident because it is the best ever fuel designed for performance and efficiency. Shell V-Power removes performance-robbing deposits, so you can feel protected.
Fill up with Shell V-Power at a Shell service station near you. Feel confidence, feel protection, and feel performance over and over again with Shell V-Power. Fuel the feeling with Shell V-Power. Go well.
The grand finale of the Literacy Challenge 2025 is here! Congratulations to our top 10 finalists. But the big question is, who out of our top 10 wins the ultimate prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis, the Glitzy Trophy, and the bragging rights as the Literacy Challenge winner for 2025? Support your favorite students, support your school, and let's promote literacy in Ghana. Tune in live to Channel 1 TV for the grand finale on Saturday, 16th August 2025. Venue, Alisa Hotel Ridge, Accra. Time, 1 o'clock p.m. Call 0205-973-973 for more details. The Literacy Challenge 2025 is powered by 97.3 Citi FM, supported by Channel 1 TV, and sponsored by Bell Moon and GB Assessment.
Charlie, not again. And I need to return this car by Friday. No money and payday is 3 weeks away. How do I fix this? How? Bank loan, account setup, long process. Nah, forget it. Let me see if Fafa can help.
Yes. Fafa from Bank of Africa can sort you out fast. From engine repairs to school fees or side hustle support, Quick Fix Loan from Bank of Africa is here for you. Call 030-224-9690 or chat Fafa at boaghana.com and take advantage of the Quick Fix Loan for salaried workers, offered at an unbeatable interest rate with no cash deposit required. Promo runs from now to 31st October. T's and C's apply.
Hey, Fafa, wait here. Papa.
Bank of Africa, as strong as a group, as close as a partner.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink, packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-32231. Piva, a taste you'd love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petr. Petr, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petr. You hold your team to quarterly reviews. Why not do same for your money? It's mid-year. The plan you set in January needs a review. How are your savings growing? Are your investments still aligned with your reality? Did life throw you a financial curveball? Petr is here to help you take stock, realign, and close any loopholes. And if time is a factor, we'll come to you discreetly and professionally. Let's treat your personal finances with boardroom level seriousness. Dial *447*70# to speak to a financial advisor today. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
As I'm laying down, this is City 97. Heaven, hear me now. I'm lost without a cause. After giving it my all, winter storms have come and darkened my sun. After all that I've been through, who on earth can I turn to? I look to you, I look to you. After all my strength is gone, in you I can be strong. I look to you. Fighting left, sinking to rise no more, searching for that open door. And every road that I've taken led to my regret, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Nothing to do but
7:35 on the City Breakfast Show. 95, actually 97.3 City FM. Whitney Houston, the unmistakable, glorious voice. And a few birthdays coming through this morning. Kindly help me wish Muriel Cranting Danchi, or is it Denchi? My team member at Access Bank Head Office, Global Transaction Services and Trade Sales Team, a happy belated birthday. Yesterday was her birthday. The team and I wish her the very best this age has to offer. From all of us at GTS and Trade Sales Team, Access Bank. And I want to wish this to my husband, Odadia Samuel Lano Kwashi. Happy birthday, my love. In your eyes, I see a love that's kind, pure, and true. You've built a life of love, patience, and wisdom. You've shown us that love is a daily choice, a quiet strength, and a deep well of grace. You've led with patience and protected with wisdom, and love with a heart that never wavers. The kids and I see you, admire you, and are endlessly grateful for the man you are. May this new year bring you the peace you give us, the joy you deserve, and the love you so unconditionally shared. From Dina and the 4 J's, Jaden, Jeremy, Judy, and Jeffrey. What a lovely message. So that's coming into Odadia Samuel Lano Kwashi from Dina and the 4 J's.
Yes, Bernard, and there are many more. Good morning, City CBS. Please help me wish a happy birthday to Cassia Adai of St. Martin's Senior High School, Aduajir in Sawum. May the blessings of God be associated with her new age. This is coming from Godson at Ajin Kotoku. Here's another one from Ren in Usino. Good morning, City team. Another 365 days in his life, and I want to wish him a joyous birthday. So this is to Pastor Ruben. Wishing you long life with good health and prosperity on your portion. Happy birthday, Rev. Good morning, Bernard and team. Kindly wish Emmanuel Dowuna Okla a glorious birthday. He's an amazing and great teacher with a great plan for his students to be the best always. And that's coming from Ni Ej. Happy birthday to my darling husband, Francis Wilson, Head of Infrastructure at Haptel, Ghana. God bless your kind heart, my love. And that's coming from his wife, Priscilla, and the children.
If you give a little more than you take, and if you try to fix more than you break, if you're the kind who takes the time to help a stranger in the rain, there's a place for people like you. If you stand up for those down on their knees and lend a voice to those who cannot speak, if you shine a little light, give sight to the ones who've lost their way, there's a place for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you. If you walk around with your heart on your sleeve, and if you're trying to be the change you want to see, if you lay down your life for love so someone could be saved, there's a place for people like you. I've heard up there the streets are made of gold, and when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like you.
Unleashing the power of radio. This is Citi 97.3.
And when you get there, there's a hand to hold. I believe when your days down here are through, yeah, there's a place up there for people like you. Keep doing what you do, 'cause there's a place up there for people like you.
7:41. Song that captures the mood in the studio. A couple of quick announcements to make. We'll be telling you more about plans for Friday. Lots of meetings happening. The president meeting, the families of the bereaved. The armed forces also held a memorial for some of the victims. Now, the disaster has also brought to the fore concerns about safety generally as it pertains to both air and road transportation. And Imani has put out a policy brief that's pretty impressive. We're going to read some highlights of that. It re-emphasizes lots of things we've said on this program. There's also a couple of articles we're sharing with you on what to use this disaster to change, because we still believe there's a lot of room for improvement in our public safety culture as it pertains particularly to road transportation. Because in the same week that we lost these 8, we had lost 16 innocent Ghanaians in a road crash that killed members of one church. But when time is of the essence, banking should not slow you down. Skip the queues and deposit cash straight into your account with Zenith Bank's cash deposit ATMs available 24 hours a day. They are located at Zenith Bank's East Legon, Aboni, Techi Plaza, Sunyai, Ahunjo, and head office branches. Experience fast, secure, and convenient cash deposits any time of the day. Now that's banking on your terms. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
When your days down here are through, there's a place up there for people like.
Experience the best of made in Ghana products and services at the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. We have beautifully crafted traditional items, cutting-edge local innovation. It's an exciting 2-day fair that will highlight the very best of Ghanaian products and services. Discover offerings from SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing companies, and proudly homegrown brands across all sectors. We'll talk more about that later today. If you want to register for This is Ghana, call 0205 973 973. It's on Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily, Efua Sutherland Children's Park. This is Ghana is brought to you by Channel 1 and Citi FM, proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, and Side Hustle.
I believe when your days down here are through, there's a place.
And what are you proud of? Well, at First Atlantic Bank, we're proud to be crowned Digital Bank of the Year not once but twice, back to back. This isn't just a fancy title, it's celebrating our commitment and relentless drive to give you the ultimate convenience in digital banking. Whether it's through our mobile app, internet banking, USSD, or any of our seamless platforms, we make sure your banking experience is truly safe, fast, and secure. So why settle for less? Join the Purple family today and experience the true meaning of smart banking. First Atlantic Bank, 2-time Digital Bank of the Year, refreshingly different.
I heard up there the streets are made of gold.
Okay, so the prices of your favorite 300 ml Coca-Cola Ghana beverages have dropped across Ghana. That means you can share a Coke now for only 5 Ghana cedis. Whether you're a Kofi, an Ajwa, a Kwabna, an Akosia, or like me, an Ama, your personalized bottle is waiting for you at your favorite joint. Look sharp, go find your name, find your bottle, and enjoy it at the new lower price. Share a Coke is more than a name on a bottle. It's a celebration of the real magic of human connection. So go on, share a moment, share a smile, share a Coke now for less.
Okay.
I remember my days in back here, I'm sorry. When the exam day, we'd be brutal. We are not in town.
Yeah.
They go order, chicken peri peri. Yeah, then they will add Coke. Charlie, we are just they relax for my room.
Chicken peri peri.
Chicken peri peri, so they be brutal. They fire Coke for oh my word, they will be the chilled one.
You know. Those are good times.
Yeah.
Sometimes, even though it was a difficult time, you still remember with nostalgia. You know, studying hard for exams.
Allah.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. What's chicken peri peri?
And
you are mentioning like the way the Indians mention it. So, Mr. Bernard, you want chicken peri peri? You want 10 pounds? Okay, so I bring chicken peri peri to your room. Okay, Bernard? Okay. What the Indians, my brother? Okay, I'll help you now. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. You know? I had some great Indian friends when I went to
That's a side of you I've never seen. My goodness.
I had some great. Someday they took me to play cricket, and they said they wanted to show me how to. It was helpless.
That's right.
There were like 17 Indians in my class, or Pakistanis, like together, and their language is actually the same.
Very the same.
So India and Pakistan, they're actually the same people, you know. So and they were showing me cricket. They say you hit the bat. I said, bro, in Ghana, there's something called chaskeli. That's the only thing I can do. This thing I'm doing, it will not work. You know? Hey, and the scoring. And it's okay, there's something called 2020 cricket. 2020 cricket is this. It's 2020 cricket. They say if you can play if you can play one day cricket, we'll show you 2020 cricket. Okay, but I will show you 2020 cricket. 2020,
and the head is shaking like that.
Turn his head. Oh my God, Charlie. You know, everybody needs to travel small. They said they will show me 2020 because the main cricket is too complicated. Yes, because they can play the game, they can play today and continue tomorrow. They say call it test cricket. They start the game today, go and drink tea and continue tomorrow. I mean, I've never seen so in my life. It's only God bless Indians. My God.
God bless all of them. Here in Ghana.
Yeah, Charlie, they did from too much. So yeah, you have to go to the UK and go and play cricket
when it's summer.
Anyway, so what are you telling us next?
So listen up, guys. When Republic Bank says they are the one for you, they mean they are the one for you. That's why they've reduced their CD mortgage interest rate even further to a new low in the teens. That means you can afford to own your dream home or your next one for less. But don't wait. The offer is only available for a limited time. If you already have a mortgage with your bank, you can switch to Republic Bank and enjoy this exciting deal. Visit any Republic Bank branch today or send an email to myhome@republicghana.com or just call 054-0109-649 for Accra and Kumasi it's 054-0109-901 for more information. Republic Bank, we are the one for you.
So at the risk of sounding like a broken record, I think you should read the Imani brief again because when people are sad, they listen much better and they've managed to channel some of the concerns around public safety, and they are calling for an urgent action on road safety. Now, this is important because CATS International, I think, have been making a lot of noise about this. Then the Ghana Medical Association also said they agree that we should declare road crashes a public health emergency. So to get Imani add their voice to this campaign, I think it's gaining momentum. I like to really, I don't know what is restricting the Road Safety Authority. Because we've interviewed Amaliba a few times and he's willing to do the work. So I suspect there could be some financial constraint or something. Because every time we call him, he says, look, we are going to do what we have to do. There was a we spoke about billboards wrongly positioned. He went to deal with it. And he kind of agrees that we need to do something on road crashes. But I don't know what form it should take. Whether we need a new national campaign, some skits and drama or something. But I really think that the average Ghanaian's safety consciousness is very poor. So the Imani article we are going to read is going to re-emphasize some of these points. Hopefully we can, I don't know, Sky, you can investigate for me why road safety is not leading this in a more aggressive way. But let's hear from you, Francisca.
So the title is When Disaster Strikes, Ghana's Ignored Crisis on the Road. And it reads, Ghana's sense of security was shattered by the horror of a military helicopter crash on the mist-shrouded forest mountains of Adanse Krofum that claimed the lives of our Defense and Environment Ministers Honorable Omane Boama and Honorable Mutala Mohammed, respectively, and 6 others. As investigators parsed through weather data, maintenance logs, and flight recordings to determine the cause of the crash, the tragedy has laid bare fault lines in our national crisis response that no inquiry can paper over. From the corridors of power to the dusty streets of our towns, the aftermath of these events has exposed a sobering truth. Ghana's relative immunity from large-scale disasters has bred complacency. When crises are few and far between, planning for the worst becomes optional and procurement processes become ripe for corruption. In a landscape where emergencies translate into opportunities for padding contract lines and inflating budgets, leaders expend more energy lining their pockets than safeguarding the public. This lull in calamities must end. We need to institutionalize risk aversion through regular simulation exercises, tabletop drills, and scenario games that force every ministry, every agency, and every district assembly to confront the chaos of a worst-case scenario before it happens. These rehearsals should not be perfunctory annual rituals, but rigorous multidisciplinary engagements involving meteorologists, engineers, first responders, community leaders, and civil society actors. Only by embedding preparedness in our professional DNA can we dismantle the mindsets that treat safety as an afterthought. Yet, while we debate military protocol and ministerial accountability, a silent epidemic is unfolding on our highways and byways. Road transport in Ghana is a death trap. A week before the helicopter crash, the Saviour Church Ghana had been grief-stricken when 16 of their children perished in a grisly road accident, and just a day after the crash, multiple people were feared dead in an accident involving a 2M express bus. Pothole-littered pavement, decrepit vehicles rolling off the assembly line of improvisation, and trotro operators whose only oversight comes when a body is pulled from the wreckage. Each element conspires to turn daily commutes into a lottery of survival. According to Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van dimensions, the vans are only configurable for passenger seating of 12 up to 15 passengers. That is, one driver, one passenger at the front, 3 passengers on 3 or 2 rows of seats at the rear, and 4 passengers on the back seats at the rear. But ask any urban commuter about trotro safety and you hear the same litany. Vans, once used as ambulances or cargo carriers, cut down the middle and refitted with 5 to 4 rows of bench seats, packed to 4 across in the rear and 3 up front. That is 19 to 23 passengers without a single seat belt for the back row passengers. The Toyota Hiace, Fish, and Hyundai 100 minibus fleets follow similar blueprints, each rigged to carry far beyond manufacturer limits. At highway checkpoints, rather than enforcing weight limits or inspecting brake systems, some officers have turned rubber stamping into a side hustle, extorting bribes and waving rickety vehicles through with a crooked nod. The human cost of this neglect is staggering. According to the National Road Safety Authority, Ghana, we recorded 13,489 road traffic crashes in 2024, resulting in 2,494 fatalities and 15,607 injuries across 22,975 vehicles. In the first quarter of 2025 alone, 3,674 reported crashes claimed 752 lives and left 4,287 people injured across 6,143 vehicles. Behind each number lies a family devastated, an income lost, and a community forever scarred. Confronting this scourge demands a two-pronged approach. First, tighten regulations on vehicle conversions, establish national safety standards for seat belts, structural modifications, and maintenance schedules enforced by unannounced inspections and backed by real penalties for non-compliance. Second, overhaul checkpoint operations through body-worn cameras, a digital registry of offenders, and community watchdog committees that can report extortion without fear of reprisal. Ultimately, dismantling Ghana's road safety crisis means changing deeply ingrained behaviors. Drivers must embrace seat belt use and speed limits as non-negotiable. Passengers must learn to refuse overloading and demand safe vehicles. Civil society organizations can amplify survivors' stories and lobby for transparent accident investigations. When citizens wield collective pressure, even the most sluggish authorities are forced to act. Our recent tragedies, both in the air and on the ground, are not isolated calamities, but warning sirens. They remind us that every life lost to avoidable causes is an indictment of systems but profit and expedience above protection. And let me take this again. They remind us that every life lost to avoidable causes is an indictment of systems that put profit and expedience above protection and prevention. If Ghana is to honor the memories of those young churchgoers and our fallen ministers, we must channel our grief into action, forging a culture of preparedness that safeguards not only against headline-making crisis, but also the everyday perils on our roads. So here's the recommendation. Ghana's National Road Safety Authority should strengthen its regulatory framework by mandating that all commercial passenger vans conform strictly to the manufacturer's original seating capacity of 12 to 15 passengers, with every seat crash tested and fitted with a functional seat belt. Yes, with every seat crash tested and fitted with a functional seat belt. To enforce this, the NRSA or the NSRA must expand its pre-registration checklist to require a digital inspection report verifying seat dimensions, belt integrity, and chassis compliance before any commercial registration is granted. Non-compliant vehicles would be denied registration, and operators found operating overloaded or belt deficient vans would incur escalating sanctions ranging from substantial fines to suspension of commercial licenses. Vehicles on the road that cannot be upgraded to the new safety standards must be phased out, with drivers supported by robust financial schemes to purchase newer and safer vehicles. Regular, unannounced roadside audits and publicly accessible compliance scores will further incentivize adherence, embed a culture of responsibility, and proactively safeguard all road users.
And fast approaching 8 o'clock, before we bring you the second social media trends, here is a corroborative WhatsApp message. Hello, Bernard. Good morning to you and your team. Since we are on Trotros, please allow me to share a major peeve. On the school junction to Adringano Road and also school junction to East Legon Hills, can the authorities bar the Trotros from stopping arbitrarily anywhere they see a passenger? Please. 2. Can a bus stop work? 3. Can commercial vehicles actually enter designated bus stops and pick passengers and not just stop in the road to pick passengers? The shocking indiscipline displayed in these circumstances balloons into other brazen attitudes and translates into some of the horrors we now experience. I submit respectfully, Robert Ebohinson. So they're using your language. I submit respectfully. Hey, I agree with this so much. And for me, I think we said this on this program many times. I know you like changing laws because laws are great. I feel like attitudinal change campaigns, Akan drama, local skits, people should start, let's let people look at themselves the way we drive. So our creatives should also start putting things together to show Ghanaians that the way we organize around driving is very bad. So that they would, when a trotro driver watches it, or his son will say, Daddy, they said when you drive, you don't park. He will think about it. If we make it like a police thing, police is catching you, give him 1 CD, it's not going to work. People must realize that our lack of a safety culture is killing too many people. The way they overtake, there's too many things to say on this. So
1,500 people died between January and June of this year. Now,
that's serious.
As I said here, that's 3 jumbo jets going down.
That is crazy.
Now, if that happens in the aviation industry, there will be an international outpour. In fact, they will ground all the fleet of aircraft involved, and major investigations will be done.
Yeah.
But it is like it's become part of us. It's so normal, and nobody seems to care about it.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
I want to push this onto the Road Safety Authority, because by changing from a Road Safety Commission to an authority, they've asked for more power. So I want them to lead it, and we'll support them. So what's his name? Amaliba, I'm coming after you. Giddy, because I think you have a lot you can do, and I like the new energy you are bringing to the work. So please, we'll give you more stress. Now let's get into tech and social media trends. I'll come back to this. It's brought to us by First Bank Ghana. Our junior internship program is back and ready to inspire the next generation. This long vac enroll your award into the First Bank Ghana Junior Internship Program for an unforgettable learning and work-life experience through internship, mentorship, and counseling. Now, the Junior Internship Program runs from Monday, July 14 to Friday, September 12. And the enrollment process is simple. Sign up your child for the Kids First account designed for children up to 12 years old, or you can sign them up for the Me First account for kids between 10 and 14, and apply for the First Bank Ghana Junior Internship Program. Your child or ward will embark on an exciting 5-day learning experience at any of our branches. They will receive a certificate along with products from other sponsors. You may call 026-086-0250. And Edwin, I almost called you Daniel.
That's fine.
Edwin Kwakufi, welcome.
Thank you very much, Bernard. So before I came in here, Fante was the top trend in Ghana, and also Sammy Jamefi was trending alongside. So the Ghana Police Service announced that they are investigating a viral TikTok in which death threats were made against the president and the first lady. So 2 people, Prince Ofori, who goes by Fante Comedian on social media, and Yaira Abiu, are currently in custody while others are being sought as well. So I watched an excerpt of the TikTok live, and the woman was saying very, very despicable things, saying that basically she wanted Sammy Jamefi to be in the helicopter when it crashed. Very, very bad. She went on for about 2 minutes, and the host, who was the Fante comedian, did not interject. He was egging her on in the TikTok live. Later on, he posted an apology on social media, saying that the video was truncated and the part where he asked the woman to retract her comments was cut out. But obviously in the video he was egging her on, even adding his own things to it. And he also posted a video earlier, very unnecessary, very senseless in my opinion, where he compared the 8 lives that had been lost to the NDC's ballot position and ridiculous things that was saying. So he has been picked up along with the lady. Another video made by someone named Akosia Jollof, who apparently is not in Ghana, and that's where the death threats against the president and the first lady were made. That is also being investigated. So ridiculous stuff on TikTok and social media.
You see, there's so much,
it's like you've opened the floodgate and people don't. There's no restraint.
You see, yes, social media to a large extent democratizes speech, but there's so much irresponsibility going on. People are using social media elsewhere to lift themselves out of poverty, right? Teach themselves and their kids all kinds of things. Elevating their economies to a certain height. But anytime we get access to tools, technology, we are abusing them with all kinds of... It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And I think that, look, this should be a signal to the people out there. The fact that you have 1 Ghana CD data does not entitle you to just open your mouth and talk anyhow. It's unfortunate.
It's terrible.
Okay, so we move on to Keto Kreku, who's trending because the GFA held its 31st Ordinary Congress yesterday at Pram. First of all, people weren't happy that journalists were not allowed in the auditorium. The GFA's communications director said it was because it would become too crowded, too many journalists placing their cameras and their mics, so it would become a little too disorganized. So that's why they did it and organized a press conference after the decisions had been made. So the delegates voted to extend the presidential term limit to 3. So there were 124 delegates, 114 voted for, 6 against and 4 abstained from the vote. People see it as a way to keep Keto Kreku in power since he's currently serving in his 2nd term in office as GFA president, but he himself says he's not decided whether he wants to contest or not.
Behind the extension of the tenure of...
So the basic thing is that EXCO members in the Ghana Football Association are allowed to serve 3 terms, but the GFA president is allowed to serve 2 terms. However, the GFA president is on the EXCO executive council of the GFA. So they say they want to just create a better balance, make sure that the GFA president also has an opportunity to serve 3 terms. And also they say it's also to put it in line with FIFA's structure as well. FIFA allows the president to serve 3 terms. So that's their basis for this decision. Even though
we have a president who is not giving us anything and still has so much control over members of the thing, then we can't remove it.
The normalization committee put in the 2-term limit in 2019. So this is the first time that it's been, and then it's been already been extended. So Akwetia is also trending because the national organizer of the NPP, Henry Nana Boakye, called on the NDC to withdraw from the by-election, just as they did for the Tamale Central by-election. And people are a little upset because they feel this was the NPP's intention all along, and it wasn't done. The pulling out from the Tamale Central election wasn't done because they wanted to honor the Honorable Minister Murtala Muhammad, who passed away in the crash, and that this was their plan.
Serious hypocrisy there. Look, MPP, you cannot be behaving the way you are behaving. Just not long ago, when the Honorable Mahama Yariga raised the issue of possible by-election on the floor of Parliament, you stood up and walked out of Parliament because you thought that he was being insensitive. People were still mourning, and he was thinking of a by-election. You held a press conference at which people, members of Parliament, cried, condemned the majority leader. We are still mourning. We have not even buried the victims of this disaster yet. Going by your own principle, why are you busy talking about a by-election? And in any event, if you take a decision and you believe that it is in the interest of democracy and then also being sensitive to the family to pull out of the election, so be it. Why are you urging the NDC to withdraw out of Akwetia by-election? Okay. That's their decision to make.
Don't worry yourself.
Before I go to tech, just mention of campaign on social media, hashtag reduce rent now. Hey. A lot of people are just pushing that hashtag, telling the authorities responsible, people who can do something about it to help in the rent issues, because it's affecting the youth in Ghana. And yesterday was, of course, International Youth Day, so just a mention for them. In tech news, I want to circle back to your conversation about the road accidents, and I want people to invest road crashes, of course, and I want people to invest in dash cams. It may not prevent road crashes, but at least you get to either ensure that you are protected security-wise if you are involved in an accident, whether it was your fault or the other person's fault. Also, you get to capture the license plates of drivers who are driving recklessly on the road, take those that information and give it to the relevant authorities who can make a decision and punish and sanction those drivers who are driving recklessly. So you can put it in front of your car or even behind your car, just to ensure your protection and also ensure the protection of other people who might be affected by these drivers' actions in future. So
100%.
You know, listen guys, one day an old lady inherited a huge sum of money. Her family worried about how to break the good news to her. They feared that the sudden good news might give her a heart attack. And so they decided the family doctor, who was experienced in delivering such news, should be the one to tell her. And when he did, surprisingly, she smiled. Relieved, he asked, "What are you going to do with all that money?" She replied, "I am going to give you half." The doctor rather had a heart attack. Can you imagine? People are often surprised when we put them first. At First Bank, that's what we do. We put you first. Experience the gold standard of banking with First Bank. Open an account today and enjoy our user-friendly mobile app. Quick banking via *894#. Convenient shopping with our Visa Prepaid and MasterCard and more. All designed to serve you better. First Bank. You first.
There is small money, there is big money, and there is too much money. Telecel Too Much Money promo is here. Dial *500# to opt in. In the Telecel Too Much Money promo, you can win 100 Ghana cedis cash in the daily draws, 20,000 Ghana cedis in the weekly draws, and 1.2 million Ghana cedis in the grand draw. That's 1.2 million Ghana cedis. Simply reload airtime to earn points to stand a chance to win. Dial *500# or visit the Telecel Play app to opt in now for the Telecel Too Much Money promo. Terms and conditions apply.
Telecel, connecting energies.
This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
What does better life mean to you? Better life means going on a luxurious trip, paying the fees of my wards with ease, giving a befitting burial to my loved ones when death strikes unexpectedly. At Quality Life Assurance PLC, QLAC, we give you the better life because you deserve it. Apply for the Quality Investment Plan, Quality Group Welfare Protection, Micro Insurance Product, and Quality Funeral Support Plan. Call us today, 0556 589 662. QLAC. We inspire trust.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025, a celebration of excellence in locally made goods and services. This year's exhibition brings together the very best that Ghana has to offer, from timeless traditional crafts to cutting-edge innovations. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM, this is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. Join us in championing Ghanaian talent, creativity, and authenticity. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining Made in Ghana across every sector. The dates, Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For inquiries or participation details, call us on 0205 973 973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, and Side Hassle from EK Brand Consult.
Everyone, prices continue to drop at Electroland Ghana Limited. CDF Picky promotion on Samsung, TCL, Media, and Nasco Electronics. Get a Nasco 24-inch LED flat for 899 Ghana cedis. Starting from 2,999 Ghana cedis, you can get 6 kg Nasco washing machine plus a free gas stove. And the Media Inverter 1.5 HP R410 Unicool split comes with a free blender. And when you purchase 65, 75, and 85 TCL QD Mini LED 4K TV TVs, you will get a free TCL FHD Smart Android TV. Now buy a Samsung 578, 582, and 636-liter side-by-side refrigerators and walk away with free microwave grill. Go to our showrooms and dealer stores across Ghana now. Call 050-315-9739 or www.electrolandgh.com for inquiries.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
City 97.3. More variety.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
(18:08). GIPC is reminding all business operators, especially foreign nationals, that Ghana's primary investment law, the GIPC Act, strictly reserves the sale of goods and services in the market areas for Ghanaians and Ghanaian-owned enterprises only. Are you listening? Section 27(1)(a) of the GIPC Act prohibits foreign nationals from engaging in petty trading, hawking, or selling goods in a store at any place at any time. GIPC urges all businesses with foreign ownership, no matter how small, to register with the center as mandated by law. The center calls on all stakeholders to comply with these regulations as we collectively work to build a fair and enabling business environment for all. For details on doing business in Ghana, visit gipc.gov.gh or call 0302 665 125. You can also follow the center's social media handles at GIPC Ghana. More on this later on.
I think it's also useful that it should go to the mining communities. A lot of Chinese nationals and people from other countries are doing petty trading. Some are even writing lotto. You know, I mean, plenty there.
Why are you choking
Some of them are Ghanaians. So.
Some of the who?
I went to Assekro Point. I saw a guy selling Kofi Bokuma. He could speak Chi. He looked Chinese, but apparently he's mixed.
Oh yeah, but that one is also
now we know.
Yeah,
Chinese. But you are choking the Chinese people.
They are selling lotto. They are writing lotto. But it's lotto for only Ghanaians.
Selling pure water and things.
There was one trending like that. One doing the lottery thing. Yeah.
You know the permutation well.
Charlie.
So the GIPC is re-emphasizing this point. I'll come back to this point shortly.
Okay, there's never been a better time to get things done, and SG Ghana is making it possible. Our low interest loans are back. Yasign Atiso. If you're a salaried worker, whether you're on Controller and Accountant General Department payroll, working with an SG Ghana listed institution, or already banking with SG Ghana, this is your time. From now till the end of September 2025, apply and receive a loan from SG Ghana for your personal or business needs and enjoy unbelievably low interest rates during the Yasign Atiso loan promo. Join thousands of Ghanaians transforming their lives with the money they need at the rates they love. Visit any SG Ghana branch near you or call 0302 214-314 for more details about the Yasign Atiso loan promo today. Terms and conditions apply. SG Ghana, the future is you. Academic Citi University has 2 amazing events coming your way. Are you a professional looking to take the next step in your career? Well, join us on Monday, August 19, 6 p.m. for Graduate Open Day at Quiet Terrace, Accra. Meet our world-class faculty, explore cutting-edge masters and executive education programs, and learn how you can secure a scholarship. It's perfect for professionals and recent grads ready to rise. Come to our Parents' Night on Wednesday, August 21st at 6 p.m. at our beautiful Harcho campus. Tour our facilities, connect with school leaders, and see firsthand why Academic Citi is the best choice for your child's future. Call 059-403-0308 or visit aciti at aciti.edu.gh to RSVP. Don't miss out. Academic Citi, educating future-ready leaders.
And if you're frustrated with traditional banking systems that don't serve you well, Solis Microfinance is here as a digital lending and savings platform dedicated to empowering Ghanaians like you. With Solis, you can open a savings account under 3 minutes using just your Ghana card and personal mobile money number. You can start a target savings plan and earn market-beating interest rates. Apply for fast and easy loans to boost your business or cover emergencies. You can easily deposit into your Solis account using any of our mobile money wallets. So grow stronger financially, borrow more easily, and save smarter. Solis Finance, your money, your power. All right, let's read a few of the comments on the road situation whilst we move into another issue.
Yes, let me take the first one that's coming in from Mike in Achimota, who says, "Good morning, Bernard. People like you." By Grams Morgan. Thank you so much for playing this music. It got me so emotional. I had to park my vehicle and reflect over the lyrics. Life, it is well. This one said, "Good morning, team. Let's do away with the use of second-hand vehicles that are converted for public transportation. When a majority of our public transport system is hugely reliant on second-hand converted vehicles, we should expect high accident or car crashes." That's what you want to say on the roads. It's coming in from Kojo, who is listening to us in east of Legon. And this one, without a name, says, "Good morning, Bernard. The neglect by the authorities to enforce our laws on road safety and the fact that many Ghanaians just do not adhere to the rules is what is killing us. Lately, you see underage kids riding motorcycles and tricycles without helmets and riding without observing the traffic regulations. I think we need a team of crack lawyers to help to sue the Ministry of Transportation, the GPRTU, the National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and the police for allowing rickety vehicles to ply our roads in the name of trotros. The police have a huge problem." This one is coming in from Ampofowa in Adenta. Says that, "Good morning, team. Drivers picking up passengers at unauthorized stops is not just a driver's matter. Pedestrians should also be compelled to stand at authorized places or safe spaces to wait for their vehicles. Pedestrians stand anywhere in this country, anyhow, so drivers also pick them up anyhow." This one is coming in from Ejaba Nsekina in Accra. Says,
So Ejaba is writing from Nsakina in Accra.
Nsakina, okay. It says that, "Good morning, team. I want to add my voice to this road disaster matter. Ben, the first problem of this is who becomes a driver in this country. It appears to be the easier profession for people to enter into. Why can't we take a strong stance on training and grading people who go into driving? We have to take road education seriously. The long distance drivers should also be separated from the ordinary ones. If we can reform our drivers' front, close up entries, part of our road deaths will be reduced." And this one is coming in from Daniel in La, who says, "Please, God bless Citi FM for your development-oriented programs. Please, some drivers, especially those plying the Ashaiman 37 stretch, use one hand." Like use one, they drive with
one hand on the steering wheel.
And the other, the drivers.
So it's Amasaman to 37. No Ashaiman.
Oh, okay, Amasaman. So they hold up
one hand on the steering wheel,
and then the other
the other on the driver's side door to hold up to the top of the door.
Oh, so they hold this.
So if they hold the stairway, they hold the door. because the door may come out. But do you know what is called chalk?
The one the one
that is on car. The brake wasn't working, so when the car like stop, and then the mate will go put chalk. So wooden chalk for the back, so the car will not.
It's a sort of
canonty free.
Yeah,
so when the car stops, the handbrake doesn't work, so they have a chalk.
Yeah.
So the mate has to run fast, and his chalk was a stone. And you know, chalk.
So like a stopper.
No, driving in Ghana is an extreme sport.
We have in this country, they have modified vehicles, and instead of putting brake fluid into the relevant ports, people put ladder, like when you put Ugo and you
soapy
water in the pot
for brake fluid.
Charlie, in this country,
they're experimenting science. Addressing road crashes in Ghana must begin with serious reforms at DVLA and not NRSA. A focus on NRSA amounts to chasing the horse after they have bolted from the stable. DVLA has two major gatekeeping functions that relate directly to road safety. 1. DVLA determines who qualifies to drive. 2. DVLA also determines which vehicle is roadworthy. The DVLA needs to address driver training, assessment, and weak institutional practices that allow DVLA officers to behave badly. NRSA, after lobbying to become an authority, is still behaving like it was when it was a commission. We have benefited from this change. Who has benefited from this change except the public officers working for NRSA? This is from Kosi Dede, engineer, who sends this in. Another one coming in from a friend, Jeffet. He says, thanks for this focus. How many cars have been recalled due to manufacturing failures in Ghana? And how many of those cars are still on our roads here? People are driving and riding in death traps and don't even know it. Here's one from somebody who's with the DVLA. Please tell Sky that the DVLA cares, and together with NRSA, we will change the narrative. That's our mandate as a driver and vehicle licensing authority.
Beautiful.
To make sure road users are safe. We need the support of all, including the media. This is Spencer Kwe, who's on the board.
Oh, beautiful.
I think he's the board chair now of the DVLA.
Okay.
So we'll change the narrative.
Here's another message from lawyer Prince Ganaku, who wants to speak about the sirens. He says, let's be clear. Regulation 167 of the road traffic regulations tells us exactly who is allowed to disregard traffic rules and under what circumstances. Authorized emergency vehicles. That is it. And even then, only when responding to an actual emergency with lights and sirens on. So why have we created this lawless system where any police car, regardless of whether there's an emergency, thinks it's above traffic? Why are military pickups and buses, not even high command, just regular guys, allowed to do this? And if you refuse to move for them, they feel entitled to rough you up. Why? What kind of lawlessness is this on our roads?
Let me do a quick one with Kosi Dede, who's what is he? An engineer and policy analyst. We know him well. Kosi, thanks for joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, Bernard.
So you're saying that the focus should be on DVLA more than Road Safety Authority, correct?
Yes, that's my position. You see, the DVLA has two gatekeeping rules to play. One, they determine who is qualified to drive in Ghana. Two, they also determine which vehicle is roadworthy in Ghana. These are two major gatekeeping rules to ensure road public safety on our roads. Now, if we look at DVLA today, in terms of driver training, driver assessment, and all that, it's very minimal. Look at the driving schools, because I do a lot of driver assessments. And you talk to people who have held driver's license for over years, and they don't know simple lane markings. If you look at LI 2180, which is the driving regulation in Ghana, most of them are ignorant about this law. So you ask yourself, what are we teaching people in driving schools? These are fundamental questions. People have no clue about this law. I've met a number of drivers who don't even know about the existence of that law. So what are we teaching people in driving schools? That is fundamental. Now go to the vehicle inspection facility, because in 2012 thereabout we set up a law for private people to engage in vehicle inspection and testing in this country. Go and see what has that setup helped improve on driving road safety in this country. Nothing. It's gotten worse because DVLA through Parliament regulates the charges that these private vehicles facilities must charge. And it costs no less than $100,000 to set up a single testing lane. And yet, DVLA does not allow these people to commercially vary their charges. And therefore, most of them no longer test vehicles. They go to companies, collect a DVLA form, and stamp them and give them stickers. These are the problems. So if we look at National Road Safety Authority, it is way after the horses are bolted out of the stables.
Because we know that, as you engineers always tell us, there are 3 E's when it comes to this conversation: engineering, education, and enforcement. So that whereas the DVLA have the role to play, I think that some of the enforcement has to do with the Road Safety Authority and the police, correct? Which is why we're saying they also need to be more involved.
I agree basically that they need to be involved. They have a role to play. The point, however, is that if we focus too much on National Road Safety Authority and we lose track of DVLA, then the National Road Safety Authority is always playing a catch-up role, because you are releasing more and more unqualified people into the system to drive. No competent vehicles on our roads. But I understand that the infrastructure has a problem. Like you mentioned yesterday, we are driving from Asikuma towards, how do you call it?
I was going to Kwando.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't see one road marking. And in fact, some parts of the road were higher than others. So they had asphalted part and left the other part. No street light, nothing.
Perfect.
Charlie?
Perfect. That is an infrastructure problem. And I don't disagree with you at all on that. But the point is that if you are a trained driver and you see that the lane is not marked, what should you do? What should be your response? You see, we don't train our drivers in what we call hazard perception. So these are the things that we should focus on in terms of the training itself. Because the infrastructure may be bad, but if the driver is well trained and has good hazard perception, he will be able to deal with that hazard on the road. So I am not saying there's no problem with our infrastructure, and I'm not saying that National Road Safety Authority has no role to play. What I'm saying is that the major problem comes from DVLA. There are bad people there in the system conducting themselves badly, even in terms of issuing driver's license. And we know that, and we are not dealing with those issues. So we need to get to the heart of the matter. Where are people licensed to drive? How are vehicles inspected and tested? Look at all the buses on our roads. We can trace as to where the stickers were issued, and you find out whether those vehicles went into the vehicle testing facilities to be tested. And you realize that no, they were not. And these are the problems that DVLA should focus on dealing with when it comes to national road safety.
Last point. The Ghana Medical Association last week agreed with calls to declare road crashes a public health emergency. Do you think it will change anything?
Yes, I agree based on the statistics. It is proper to declare it a public health emergency. But what actions will flow from that? That is what we need to focus on. Simply declaring it a national health emergency does not solve the problem. What actions will flow from that? And that is what we need to focus on. And that's why we need to look at all the institutions involved in enforcing laws and making sure that people are qualified to drive and that vehicles are in good condition. It's important. So I have no problem with the Ghana Medical Association declaring the health emergency.
Thank you for intervention. Kosi Dede is an engineer and policy analyst. Was he at Tech with you?
Kosi was in Tech, but I'm not sure he met me in Tech.
So who is older?
I'm not sure he met me in Tech. Oh, Kosi is I'm older than him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
But he has white hair.
Oh, the hair is God who gives.
Do you use
That's why Sky always wears a cap now.
Do you use Yomo?
Yomo.
Somebody wasn't giving.
No, I've never used Yomo before.
Why do some people use Yomo?
Oh, it's just to give it stability, you know.
They want their hair to be black.
No, to give it style. No, some too is how do you call it? It's in the family. For some people, it's in the family. So
what's the whiteness of the hair?
Yeah.
So they want it to be black.
Yeah, that's right. You know. But why are you trying to downplay the issue of Yomo?
No. I'm just surprised that you are older than him, but he has white hair than you.
Hey, but do you know other things that I have more than him? This man, you're a bad man. Sky.
No. It's just interesting.
Oh, Lord.
When I see him on the TV, I was like, oh, this guy.
Because he's a big man.
But he's engineering?
Yeah, because he's an engineer, proper engineer. I think the wife is a medical officer.
Civil or whatever.
I'm not so sure. but he's a proper one, the proper engineer. So
Do you agree with those who say it's DVLA that we should focus on?
No, I think he's saying that the weight should be tilted more towards DVLA, and I think that's logical, because you talked about the 3 E's, and road safety has a role which is also very critical. But guess what? They don't give license to anybody.
Yeah.
And so and the DVLA and the police, you see at times a policeman will stop you.
Yeah.
And the first thing they do is to ask for
a documents.
And I find a particular situation very funny. At times while you are standing there and dealing with the police, you see a rickety vehicle.
Come and pass and go.
No, not just pass and go. And when they read, they give the police funds.
Or you see an unregistered car
passing, and the police is called Charlie Cobra for papers, Nebra. So I'm like, what is the whole point?
Yeah.
You want a paper that certifies that I'm qualified.
A violation is happening next to you.
A violation is happening, and you let it. So we need to. And Ghana Medical Association is saying that, look, it's what have they declared now?
Public health emergency.
Yeah. What they are saying is that let's pay critical attention to this issue. And it's not just go and put money in it, but let's go to first principles and see what it takes. I mean, Bernard, what haven't we done as a station? What haven't we done?
What haven't we said?
What haven't we said? Including going on the roads ourselves.
With cameras.
With cameras at dawn. Up to today, some of the police officers that we used to work with, they call me to ask me, Chalina,
I'll tell you something. So when I was coming from Panda, I got to some police barrier, and then the guy came. I was driving a branded car, but I think he wasn't sure. So, hey, what are you going? Where are you? Then he put his hand in the car. I said, hey, long man, you look very good though. Then his friend said, hey, Channel 1-4. What's that? Channel 1-4. So the guy behind was telling the master, I couldn't because I said, so I TV. So say, Channel 1 TV.
Yeah. So we need to take it seriously. Because the statistics of people, you see, the statistics of people dying on our roads is not just a statistics, it's a failure.
Yeah.
It's a picture of our failure as a country.
I want to read something for you. So the guy writes an article. He's called Festival Godwin Boateng. Standard responses to Ghana's road accidents haven't worked. Here are some alternatives. Some of the alternatives he mentioned, of course, he mentions having a proper public transport system and reducing heavy dependence on private cars. But he says something that I think will resonate. He says, a more fundamental issue is the present land use pattern and ways of organizing the Ghanaian society that solicit and compel unnecessary traveling in the country. Should I repeat this? A more fundamental issue is the present land use patterns and ways of organizing the Ghanaian society that solicit and compel unnecessary traveling in the country. The result is that many people are put in harm's way to travel from their place of residence to submit documents, attend meetings, or conduct petty business in Accra and other cities in which public and other businesses have been centralized. Mixed town planning and land use patterns must be encouraged and investment made in technology to cut down unnecessary travel and reduce exposure to crashes. Clearly, great opportunities exist for reducing road traffic misery in Ghana, and the intent focus on just the 3 E's obscures this. Road safety education, road traffic regulation enforcement, and road engineering are truly important. Their impacts are tangible. It is, however, time to think beyond this into things around planning. I think that's a good point, right?
Well, a good point. The only thing is that it serves such an important purpose, but there are low-hanging fruits. Let me put it that way. There are basic things that we can do without going to look for World Bank funding. The attitude of people.
Yeah.
We still don't have an emergency towing system in place.
Yeah.
And this is 2025, for God's sake.
Seriously.
You're traveling in the night, and then suddenly you find a truck that is parked
with neem tree leaves,
and then human beings sleeping under the truck.
Yeah.
Why are they sleeping there? Because the system has made it look like it's a normal thing to do.
So you can't tow it, and it's sometimes on 1/3 of the road.
Yes, and I think that this one is not legislation matter. Any vehicle that is left there should be towed by force,
and then the people
surcharge. We can't do that because
so will this be DVLA who can do it?
DVLA should be able to do that.
If you want to say that from now, if you leave a vehicle unattended for a certain period,
under any circumstance,
it will be towed, and then the car seized, and then you will be made to pay.
Aloski, you know the most annoying one. You see saloon vehicles.
Yeah.
In the middle of traffic, they stop, and then they open the bonnet, and then they say they are waiting for mechanics. And I'm like, just push it away.
Yeah.
You know, so
the inconvenience, and you can see traffic for like 2 kilometers, and you go and see some car has overheated.
Yes.
And he's left the car there. He won't even move it off the road.
That's the point I'm making, because nobody gets punished for these things. So there are the low-hanging fruits that we can start with, and then ultimately get to some of these.
All right.
You know.
All right. Now let me move to.
I just want to add something quickly, but I'm just looking at some story published just yesterday. Yesterday was Tuesday, right? By the what do you call it? The Sky News, and it's talking about something that is creating some controversy in the UK, where they are trying to say that if you are over 70, for instance, you have to take some eye test every 3 years, or you lose your driver's license. Now, the question that I want to ask is, how often have you seen tractor drivers in this country wearing eyeglasses?
You've been asking this question for the past 10 years.
Nobody's
minding you.
I still
asking this question.
Because
maybe they have better eyesight than the rest of us.
Aloski, last time we had this discussion, somebody sent a text here, and maybe we actually skipped it, didn't we? He said he did a project from the middle part of the country. I think it's an agri project or something. And he noticed something. He said he noticed that about 80% of the truck drivers all had a talisman hanging around the car, around their steering wheel.
Meaning what?
Because they actually believe that there's a spiritual something about driving long distance, that they should be protected. And I said, whatever. No.
I know.
So what he was saying is that
instead of doing the safety checks,
they actually believe that.
Right. So they think it's a spiritual thing.
I'm telling you. So you see the mindset thing.
He hasn't gone to check his eye. He hasn't checked his tie.
His
brake may not be working, but the talisman will protect him. Yeah. No, but that's a very important insight. Was there a research?
No, he's his observation. He said his observation. And he thought, so my university mate said, Charlie, this is very serious. That they don't pay attention to maintenance of the vehicle. They say their tires are almost gone, but they believe that what keeps them on the road is a talisman. Or, let me bring it back to Christianity, it's just a prayer that will take you there when you will not service your car.
That's a very serious point. Let me read a few more messages whilst we move to the other points. Bernard, can you also talk about the headlights of motorcycles on our streets at night? Some of the headlights are so bright that they blind you complete when you are coming from the opposite direction. As if that's not enough, some of the headlights of the motorcycles are not only too bright, they're also flashing and rolling. I wonder what kind of fashion that one too. Secondly, the tail lights on some vehicles are so bright than headlights, so when you are behind them, they blind you completely. These are also contributors to the crashes.
See, there are standards, and the law provides standards. The question is, how do these vehicles get approval from the DVLA to be on the road? Or these guys, they get the certification from the DVLA and then go into a garage somewhere and make modifications to the vehicles. So these are things that the DVLA should also be checking. Because you can't have lights blinding everybody on the roads and still be operating in the country without anybody raising questions. How do they get them?
On the towing point side, I think I'm telling you that the law on towing already exists, LI 2180, section 102. But even if the law exists, the question is, can it implement itself? You see, what you are suggesting, apparently it's already in law, but it's not done. So somebody just sent this to me that there's a law that an owner of a vehicle or person in charge of a motor vehicle. Let me get the full thing and read for you. But apparently that law that breaks down on the road to be left on the road shall give notice to the nearest police station or an authorized towing service provider within an hour if the broken down motor vehicle or trailer is located within a built-up area, city or town, or within 2 hours if the broken down motor vehicle or trailer is located within a place other than a built-up area. The notice given in sub-regulation shall include the location of the broken down motor or trailer, the type of motor vehicle or trailer, nature of breakdown, weight of the vehicle or trailer, type of load if any, and any other information. The owner or a person in charge of a motor vehicle or a trailer shall pay a prescribed annual fee known as road safety fee for the towing of the broken down motor vehicle or trailers on roads and other ancillary services. The fee shall be paid to the licensing authority and lodged into a towing service account operated by the licensing authority. The fees lodged into the towing service account shall be used for payment for the towing service and other ancillary services. The income from the fees for towing services shall be disbursed to the following manner: 85% paid to the towing service provider, 5% to the Road Safety Commission, 5% paid to the MTTU of Police, 2.5% to DVLA, 2.5% to Ministry of Finance. Now, where a broken down motor vehicle or trailer is left for more than an hour in a built-up area or for more than 2 hours, I think the next page prescribes the sanctions. So, Kosi, please send me the rest. I didn't see it on the phone. But if the law is there, we are not implementing it, then what is the issue here?
Bernard, it doesn't stop there. Not that we are not implementing it all. Our inability or our failure to implement is causing accidents.
Yeah.
And that's the problem we have. And we want to spend time to talk about the accidents and to make the statistics look very sexy, without dealing with the underlying. Charlie,
it's serious. Well, let me do two things, and I'll come back to the GIPC point, because I think it's an interesting issue that keeps coming up. The involvement of foreigners in petty trade, and whether it's legislation or Ghanaians also deciding to patronize their own, that will solve this problem.
Bernard, I want to just interrupt you briefly. I just wanted to share a daily translation of the staggering statistics of the road accidents, so that on a daily basis, 8 people die on the roads.
Every day in Ghana.
Every day in Ghana. There are 40 crashes. 46 individuals are injured, and 69 vehicles or motorcycles are also involved in road accidents. This is what happens
deaths, 46
on a daily basis.
That's a lot.
The whole of last year, some 1,600 people died in the UK on the roads.
In the UK?
Yeah, 1,600 on the roads.
And Ghana?
And you
it's
see,
half of the year.
And they are very concerned about it. So tougher measures are being introduced. But Ghana, just half of the year, we lost 1,500 people. And you are not talking about...
like double what happens there.
And more than 50% is through motorcycles.
Yeah. And we want to legalize Okadas.
No, I think we have,
No, the law says currently you don't.
No, on the road, yeah.
No, they are already legalized for commercial transport.
Yeah, so we don't have, the law currently says don't use it for commercial transport.
No, they are using it.
But we say we want to change it.
They are using it.
And allow them to ride.
Can you pull out the motorcycle involvement in crashes as against the others whilst we do that?
Percentages are high.
Yeah, it will help us to understand this issue.
Go to Kolibu and see what is happening there with motorcycle accidents.
Okay. Well, it's 10 minutes to 9. If you're looking for a burst of flavor in every sip, discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic cola, the perfect fit anytime. The Piva orange is also a drink that is recognized with citrus flavor. There's a cocktail fruit drink that brings the tropics to you, and of course the juicy treat that the grapefruit drink offers. Call 0550-032-231. Piva beverages, a taste you will love. Advert is FDA approved. So are you saying that the motorcycles are a larger chunk of the crashes?
Oh yes, on daily basis
across the country or in urban areas?
Look, and in fact there are some that they don't even record. I'm telling you. There are a lot of the motorcycle accidents we don't record. If they want to record, they should start from the hospitals. That's where they will get the thing. Because a lot of them, they don't even go to the police.
That's where the data will be more accurate.
Yes.
That's a very good point. So, if we can distill the and for me, I need to know whether it's local or rural or urban, because I suspect the motorcycles are more dangerous in urban areas.
Yes.
Because in rural areas, they are more used to them, and they generally obey traffic rules. So when you go to some of these communities in the outskirts of
especially the north,
they know how to use the motorbike, and it doesn't cause that much problem like me, Accra or Kumasi.
Yeah.
Remember, the mayor of Kumasi wanted to also ban tricycles. and some of them don't have mirrors. So sometimes you're on the road and they just cross you because they can't see. Some of them actually turn. I see a driver driving, he's turning his neck to see who's coming behind him. So I feel like the regulation around the use of two-wheelers, three-wheelers also needs to be a bit tougher.
So I'm looking at the story published by Ghana Web in 2023. Says motorbike accidents responsible for 89% of road accident deaths in the Upper East region.
Oh, Upper East too?
Yeah, that's right. So it means that even
but that's interesting because then that means that there are more motorbikes there than regular cars.
Yeah, so it says 89% of persons who have died as a result of road crashes in the Upper East region from January 2023 to October 2023 were involved in motorcycle accidents. They are calling it accidents, according to the National Road Safety Authority in the region. Now it goes on to provide further details. When you look
it will be good to get the national figure, and I'm getting somebody from the authority to send it to me. Okay. Let me forward it to you guys, and you can walk through it with us. I really think the Transport Ministry needs to come up with some program that they will use to regulate both the DVLA and the NRSA in this. So here's the 2023-24 road statistics. So it has reported cases, and they break it down to persons injured, persons killed, vehicles involved, pedestrian knockdowns, pedestrians killed, contribution of vehicle types. So motorcycles are 43.58%. Commercial vehicles are 32%, and private vehicles are 24%. Guys, I think we have the number here.
That's about half, isn't it?
So motorcycles are 43% of national road crashes 2023-24. Commercial vehicles 32%, and private vehicles 24%. So motorcycles,
they're leading.
They're leading. And when you come
that's their statistics. When you go to the hospitals, they'll tell you a different
thing. You think it's even more, eh?
You
believe it.
I know for
but let me confirm. But the fatality rate for commercial vehicles for males is 80%, and for females is 19%. For private vehicles, fatality rate actually no. For overall, fatality rate for males is 80, females 19. Children below 18 is around 12.5%. And then pedestrian fatality is 23%. But I think the big number here is the 43% for motorcycles. Crashes 5,484, and then injured 4,624. So it's a high, and then death 1,087. So what happens is that you are right, the motorcycle, once there's a crash, the injury rate is higher, and number two,
more devastating,
and then the death percentage is also higher.
Yeah.
So actually, what they've done, which is, let me correct myself. So this is how they did it. They've done C, which is the crash, I is injury, and D is death. For commercial vehicles, 32% die. Private vehicles 24%, but motorcycles 43%. So motorcycles, when a motorcycle accident occurs, you are more likely to die than a number one. The raw numbers though: commercial vehicles 7,804, private vehicles 9,687, and then motorcycles 5,484. So I'm correcting myself here
because you see the universe, the statistical universe they are using is the total number of crashes reported.
Yes,
and nominally there are more
commercial vehicles
than motorcycles.
Correct. So so you are right. So the issue is that whilst we have more cars involved in crashes, we don't know cars per percentage of cars. That would have been a better statistic. So if you say if you have 7,804 crashes, how many cars do we have? Probably more. Motorcycles 5,484. That's probably a higher percentage. Yeah. But the key point is that 32% of the crashes of commercial vehicles involves death. Private vehicles 24% involves death, but motorcycles is 43%. Yeah. So it's a much more dangerous means of transportation than the other two.
Yeah, and then added to that is what we don't often look at: how you become maimed either for life or for some.
And this is just half year, by the way.
Exactly, and you see, and that is where the state then now comes in, paying social benefits and all of these things that we have to pay to leap, for instance, and we need to look at the problem too from that angle. Yes, if you are dead and gone, that's one thing. Your dependents become the problems of family members and all kinds of people. But where you are maimed, you don't have your legs again. Sometimes you don't have your eyes again. That is a bigger burden on society, because society in some way or somehow has to take care of you. And these people sometimes even occupy hospital beds that ordinarily should be available to people who should be, receiving treatment for cancer or some other ailments, which are not of their own making, majority of the time. But they are occupying emergency wards, and we are paying for it.
Let's read a few final comments on this matter.
Yeah, from Pediase says, good morning, City. We need to raise awareness on pedestrians who insist on crossing the road when the green light is on. And cars are moving. Also on motorcycles weaving through traffic and catching drivers unawares. It beggars belief. This one comes from David in Adentan. Says the trotro drivers always park anyhow. The National Road Safety Authority should step up their game. Broken down vehicles with no warning triangles is also another issue, and the trotro drivers occupy bus stops just anyhow. This one from Mensa. It's actually from Robert Jogbanuku in Mensa Bar. Says, hello team. Is it possible for the state to start negotiating with local vehicle manufacturers to start producing minibuses and big buses for our local market with seat belts fitted? There is a big market for these products, in my view. This one is coming in from Gideon, who is listening to us in Finland. Says, most studies show driver error in mistakes, but I think we have to look at it from a risk control perspective. One, who are those working on our vehicles? What qualifications do they have? What standards do we have for commercial vehicles? We basically have none. You can check with the Standards Authority. 3, how are our roads designed to support the traffic situation in our country? Most roads are single lanes, even for long distances, and inter-regional roads, which practically work against our zoning guidelines and planning standards. And this one is coming in from Lostry in Medina. It says, good morning, Bernard and team. I know someone who has never taken his car to the DVLA for assessment before getting his route worthy sticker. He always pays and gets it done without going there. Those who work at the DVLA offices need to be seriously monitored. This is it's an endemic problem. You ask yourself how the vehicles in what's it? Odoko official town, you know the space bars. I don't know whether they are still using. I've never seen them being driven to DVLA.
Maybe DVLA comes to them.
Oh, they come and do that. So they carry the machines to come and do the assessment.
There's a very basic engineering principle for vehicles. Okay, the vehicle has been manufactured with certain technical specifications. These people bastardize the vehicles to suit the number of passengers they want to contain.
We call it condemn, that part.
Condemn. Yes. And then they are giving certification to do and when they kill people, we feign surprise. And it's happening.
To carry people.
No. You understand? And we see this. So that's why you see this policy of empowering or encouraging local assembly of vehicles. For me, it makes a lot of sense. And yet you have about 10 of them now in Ghana.
Are they doing
and yet government people travel outside to go and buy vehicles and bring here.
Do they assemble the cars that trotros can use?
Well, but you see, the point is that they should be here to solve our problems. So if in the past they were not doing it, this is the time for us to raise it. So that, because clearly there's a need for it. So we can say that you're here to assemble pickups. Can you look at a 12-seater bus in addition to that? A lot of them can do it.
Let's use the policy to solve our problem.
Exactly. The other day we saw the police using the Zonda pickups. What was it?
Zonda pickups,
Power pickups. I was very excited because they are assembled here.
Do they do trotro type vehicles?
They can do
vans?
They can do it. Why not? They can do it and make it the Ghanaian specific.
Standard.
But
then
because of our
that may mean you need to have a program to pay for it and also exchange.
Yeah, I mean,
because one of the things you want to do is to also exchange the old ones. You see, you want the old trotro to be removed.
Bernard, how many years ago? I was telling you about this about 15 years ago. The GPRTU, in collaboration with the Ministry of Transport, ordered Nissan vehicles, okay, and gave it to transport owners to pay overtime.
Over a period of time. So it's been done before.
Okay. So people do it.
This will be how many years now?
Oh, this was like 97, 98,
So
90.
they brought the new cars?
New cars, yes.
And
but they were basic, very basic.
And they were asking trotros to use it and
yes.
pay.
You understand? So we can do it. Why can't we do it?
And with
do
what
you
he's
think the
talking
unions are the problem?
They are not the problems. Is the license, the person who manages the license and regulation, he's the problem. Because once people get away with evil, they will do it.
So you agree that the DVLA people must be the center of reform?
Yes. If I know that DVLA will bounce me, I'll think twice.
But if DVLA bounces you and you're on the road, will the police catch you? Or you can
they will catch you.
Well, they have to work with them.
You don't have the license, you don't have to.
But look, you are talking about motorcycle.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen police people sitting behind Okadas without helmet?
Yes, they do that. They themselves are.
They think that they are supposed to supervise, so we stop, no? And then they'll be waving at you. That's the one that hits me.
I think they take it for lift, mommy lift.
Yes. You see, so it means the police as an institution needs to look at themselves properly.
Yeah.
Can you tell the car assembly companies to come for our event? I mean, that's my concern.
Oh, they normally come. How
many are they?
Oh, I think there are about 12 of them now.
12?
I think so.
You are serious?
Yes.
EV vehicles generally.
12 cars, and this is both EV
Mr.
and
Noble is the one that coordinates this from the Ministry of Trade.
12 car assembly companies.
I think so.
And they've not brought a car to any of us to drive. Oh,
I was saying
that's very sad though.
But you drive a Peugeot, it's one of those.
But mine, they didn't assemble it here.
Who told you?
They said they did it before they started assembling.
Well, now they do. Peugeot, they are doing it.
But they are doing
VW, they are doing it.
No, wait. They didn't bring me a new one. They said they're assembling new cars. They should bring. VW is doing it. Who else is doing it? Peugeot is
doing
Silver
it.
Star.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Nissan is also doing it.
Nissan is doing it.
Toyota?
I don't know about Toyota. I think Mitsubishi.
Okay. Yes.
I think Mitsubishi is doing it.
I think Zonda is also doing.
Zonda is doing plenty.
There are a couple of
Zonda is doing plenty.
I've seen a few.
And there are other companies.
Is BYD doing anything in Ghana?
Not yet.
Are any of the electronic vehicles assembling in Ghana?
No.
Not yet.
No.
They import.
They import.
BYD was here before the EV
revolution. Yes, they were having small cars.
Yes. But now they are big boys in the game. So
I think they are the leading company in the world. Yeah,
yes,
I've seen some vehicles around, but I don't know if they have plans if they have trotro types.
Well,
because from the economics of vehicle, for me, is that in the long term it gets cheaper.
Oh yes.
In the long term,
yes.
Because it's
by far.
Yeah, you don't buy fuel every day, and so the more charge stations we have, the easier it is.
Thankfully, we have Mr. Kojo Bonsu as a new ambassador to China.
Oh, then you should bring some vehicles.
So we know that is business.
Yeah. No. Oh, so it's the China. Wow, Kojo Bonsu.
Yeah.
So when you see him, tell him that we need vehicles to replace our trotros, or at least we need buses. Do you have any buses?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are they working?
Yeah, some that are in circulation. I think we saw some recently.
So how come we don't know where they are? I don't know.
They even talked about it.
You don't use
the big from Amasaman to Circle. Four lanes, four routes.
To Legon,
so why don't we replace all our buses? Or we are not interested in the carbon thing. We are just interested in movement. Because some countries are even punishing cars that are not electronic.
You know, it has to take the government of the day to take major policy decisions like that. I know that there were some efforts in the past to sort of bring in these buses to replace these trotros. Then of course there was a pushback, and the government was afraid of how the GPRTU members were likely to vote at the election, so they also froze.
Back to politics.
The approach that Samens proposes would appear to be the way to deal with it, where maybe government decides to devote, let's say we are committing 500 million Ghana cedis to this particular project. Government is making the funding available through the various banks. There is a way to assess the funding
to buy
the
your own bus
and pay over time. And then the interest rates
the interest rates in Ghana and the way truck drivers earn so little, you sure say this thing will work?
Well, I mean,
Bernard,
if you calibrate it properly,
it will work if we want it to work. Knowing that we are not just solving a transportation problem, we are solving a social problem, a health problem. Because the health hazards that it poses when we have the wrong vehicles on the road, we can't manage.
Exactly.
So if you are losing a certain amount of money just to make this thing available in the short term, know that in the medium term you have solved the health problem, and the carnage of our roads will decrease over time.
And you know, Bernard, one of the biggest problems we have is speeding on the roads. And it would seem that we need vehicles designed specifically for our context, so
Speed
that
limiters.
so we limit it.
People like speed, though.
Charlie,
it's terrible.
They will go to Swami magazine and go and change the thing, fidget with it, and then and remove the limiter.
So you see, in our context, if we produce cars specifically for the Ghanaian context, we say you shouldn't go above 70 kilometers per hour. We can put that in the vehicle, so you can't modify it in any way.
Ghanaians buy it.
We have the law in
the country where they can change a right-hand drive vehicle to a left-hand drive and make it look normal. You say they can't do it.
Do you know there's a business? People buy cars from Australia, from UK,
Japan.
And they come and change
and then they change the thing.
Bernard, I work in that space.
But
I don't do that one. I don't do that one. I don't do it.
You don't do that. You used to do, but you stopped.
No, I've never done that one.
You've never done it.
No.
So if I bring a car from UK, you can't help me.
No.
Can you link me to somebody?
I don't know anybody.
It's a trick question.
They change the car from left hand to right hand.
Bernard, we are doing this in Ghana.
That's what I wanted you to talk about.
We are doing this in Ghana. There are solutions, Ghana-made solutions in every sector. Proper Ghana-made solution, and that's what we are showcasing at This Is Ghana. Look, education sector. You talked about, is it DEX technology?
DEX technology.
And apparently there are loads of them. Different people doing major things in the education space. Health and pharmaceuticals. Ghanaians producing major items that are solving problems from proper, if you like, orthodox medicine, pharmacognosy, herbal, and all. I'm telling you.
Wow.
But we don't talk about these things because of the Western media power to create a desired object of this is our solution from the West. Displaces everything that is indigenous and local. So This Is Ghana is trying to create a way to bring back the focus on the Ghana solution,
which will include
food packaging, transportation, health services, manufacturing, innovation,
creative things like artifacts,
earrings, crafts.
Yes.
You know, we are going all out.
And it's 2 days.
It's 2 days. The 5th and 6th and 7th
of September. So that's the Saturday and Sunday, the first weekend of September.
Yes.
Now, why Fasterland Children's Park?
We are doing that because of parking space, and also our last place we did it, people were complaining about the congestion. So we needed a bigger place, and that's why we are doing this at the Fasterland Children's Park.
It's a whole day event.
It's a whole day. It's a free event, I must say.
So when you say it's an exhibition, it's not the same as a sales.
No, it's an exhibition first. And then people will sell as well. So
an exhibition of the new stuff that's going on.
New stuff.
Can you sample? Can I sit in the car and drive it small?
Well, some of the car assembly people will make that available.
And they'll bring machines and things.
We have machines. We have look. The solutions there plenty.
What
and
are
particularly yes, they are there. CSR is coming with about 7 of their institutes.
7.
Yes, about 7 of their institutes. KNUST College of Engineering is coming with about 5 of their faculties. There are other, all coming to tell us what they are doing to solve our problems. I mean, there's something about water, treatment that KNUST has. Charlie,
wow.
Plenty things.
Beautiful.
2 days event. Now, camping, how do people register?
People should just call this number. No long talk. 0205 973 973.
Can you repeat?
0205 973 973. No long talk.
No long
Speak
talk.
with Nimatu.
Will you be there yourself?
Yeah, that's the new rap. No long talk.
Will you be there yourself?
No, I wedge like a rock.
You will wait for that.
No, like a rock.
Will there be stuff people can buy and eat on the
No,
side?
we have grills.
Very important.
We have grills. That's a permanent feature.
All right.
You understand? That's chicken grills will be there. And then we'll have in Chin Chin band as usual. You know, because people come and they can't dance. They think that Charlie something is not adding up.
You want to do it.
Yeah. So
if you
6th and 7th of September, this is Ghana.
Summons, I want you are a former student of KNUST, right?
Yes, very, very proud. Very, very proud.
You mentioned that KNUST, they have some solution for what
they have plenty solutions.
Beautiful. You know, one of the biggest problems I have, which is a headache for me, is Seva. My community, where my mom comes from.
Go ahead.
So many years. In fact, during the flooding crisis, we went there. They have a water problem that they simply don't have a solution to. If it would be useful, I would appeal to you to see if whether their solutions will be useful in our situation, so that we can provide them potable water, because the land is salty. Like they can't get that.
So the water from the ground is too hard.
We need to always get the differentiation between the innovation space and the commercialization space.
Okay.
And Ghana, that's where we have failed.
Okay.
You go to CSR, Papa, they have scores of innovation, research findings that are stuck on the shelves. Okay, the ministry or ministries will end up buying the same solutions from foreign countries to come and solve our problems. The gap here is how to marry research findings and innovation outcomes with industry. And that's where private sector comes in. You know, so the fact that, for instance, KNUST comes out with a solution for lighting, say, what do you call it? Light, you know, using sunlight, solar powered light, doesn't mean that they have to do the commercialization. And that's so we are bringing all of them so that will-be investors can come and, if you like, collaborate with them. And then those of you who are into the IP, intellectual property, and what's the proper word for it? How to protect these things, trademarks and all, to come and also help, because that's how we can survive at the global level. I'll tell you that anytime we've done This is Ghana, you find some people of a particular race I don't want to mention. They come with cameras, and they are always videoing the thing. They videoing the thing. They won't ask anybody anything because they don't even speak English.
To kick them out.
They will just do the thing. 3 months after, you see the same product that was made in Ghana coming from another country.
They should pay ticket before they enter.
Charlie, people are busy. They will do whatever it takes to upstage us from this.
That's why we should take it seriously.
Yeah, man.
And patronize also.
Yeah, man.
So not just those who are exhibiting, but those who also come.
So mention the number again. So they call Nima too.
0205 973 973.
And add no long talk.
No long talk.
All the
But when you were talking about this thing, there was a message that came in from Maslow. I thought I should read it when we're talking about the need for our vehicles.
Maslow.
Maslow. Yeah. So, you know, they're paying the vehicles.
Bernard, keep quiet.
They want to enter this thing. Let's just.
Bernard, let me read it.
Oh, Bernard, why are you like that? It's a very, very important. What is your problem with them? So basically, the Texas was complaining about how they have provided vehicles to members of GPRTU to pay over time, over 6 years. For some reason, they pay only once, the initial payments, and for some reason they have refused
because they
for
see
years now.
As a reward for people from their party.
Which
so when
is
you give
wrong.
them the car, they won't pay back. Is the hazard.
Yeah, so Maslock purchased brand new vehicles, went into agreement with GPRTU people and gave them cars to pay over 6 years. They paid the initial deposit and none.
And what is Maslock doing about that?
Yeah, but
they are going after them.
Why are we blaming them, GPRTU, when after giving them the facility, you choose party people to go and take the facility?
That's the problem.
You go and choose party people, and then they think that you are rewarding them for being loyal.
Maslock is the wrong.
No, I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying that we should not blame GPRTU necessarily. We should blame the government, the political parties. Because no, you can go for the list of the recipients of this facility. I am telling you, about 90% of them would have come from a particular political party.
Depending on who is in government.
But we should need to go after them. We need to go after them.
Maslock should go after them.
And then also, the people too, they have civic responsibility. No, because it's our money. Bernard, it's our money. And we are talking about how we can sanitize the roads.
Maslock accountable.
Yeah, and the people too, they need to be responsible citizens.
Thank you, gentlemen and ladies.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
If you know these sounds, you didn't just live through the 90s, you lived the experience. Back then, connection took minutes. Today, it takes a blink. You express yourself with memes. You hold video calls across continents. You say hey to an AI who responds,
"Hello, Kwame."
You order rides, dinner, and dreams all from the palm of your hand. A lot has changed, so have we. For over 3 decades, EcoBank has evolved with you, leading digital banking in Ghana and across 33 African countries, pioneering solutions built around how you live, move, and dream today. From our express points to EcoBank Pay, online banking, and the mobile app, we are where you are. Here for today, ready for tomorrow. Now, that's change, powered by EcoBank.
EcoBank, a better way to bank your way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025, a celebration of excellence in locally made goods and services. This year's exhibition brings together the very best that Ghana has to offer. From timeless traditional crafts to cutting-edge innovations, the This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. Brought to you by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM, this is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. Join us in championing Ghanaian talent, creativity, and authenticity. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining Made in Ghana across every sector. The dates, Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through to 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For inquiries or participation details, call us on 0205 973 973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 Citi FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, and Side Hassle from EK Brand Consult.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, Sammy.
Yo, bro.
What's happening?
Why? What happened?
Charlie, my family just called me. They said the rains are chipping and eroding my house.
Ah, wait, which house?
The one I just built.
Your dream family house?
Charlie, the rains are destroying it. Oh, my hard work, eroding my brain.
Building dreams requires more than just materials. It demands a robust partnership.
Introducing Gassam's new EcoCool cement, made to build your desired property while prioritizing eco-friendliness and sustainability. EcoCool guarantees great quality and sustainability with every bag. By choosing Gassam EcoCool, you are not merely selecting cement, you are investing in a sustainable nation. Today, make the sustainable choice. Gassam, the nation builder.
Wherever you are, the game is nothing without you. It's on like never before this season. Every major league, every cup, every qualifier, the players, Kudus, Semenyo, Iñaki, the goals, the emotions, and the bragging rights. It's all on SuperSport, available on DSTV and GoTV. Get your DSTV decoder at 89 cedis and GoTV decoder at 399 cedis. DSTV, your home of entertainment. GoTV. Love it.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
So it's 9:21 and we have some great news for you. Garden City University is doing so well. Started in Kumasi by the revered founder and chancellor Albert Aqua, CPA. He's joining us to talk about the university's journey and why they're excited about the future. Mr. Aqua, welcome to the show. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Wow. So this dream began when? Was it 2001 or 2005? When did the dream?
You know, dreams start longer than the period we are realized.
Yes.
So it started much earlier, but the realization of it came in 2001, and then we transformed ourselves into a full-fledged university in 2005.
Okay. And now you are 20 years old as a full-fledged university.
Yes.
Congratulations. So what did you set out to start in 2001 and 2005? What was it about? What area of emphasis were you looking at?
Well, my vision and what has been in my heart is that Ghana transformation depends on well-trained, ethical, and empowered visionaries that can change the trajectory of the economy and the development of Ghana. And training means you have to work with the minds of people. There was this famous saying from United Negro Fund saying that the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Everybody can be trained to do something. So we cannot leave anybody out. And in that course, I realized that the Ghana education system at that time had some unserved people, or I could say underserved. Some people are also served and underserved. And that's where we came in to kind of plug in the holes, see what I feel like needed to be added to the system to develop some of our talents and our young men so that they will be ready for any future expansion or transformation.
You got your final charter last year, December.
Yes.
So it's been quite a journey. How has it been? So in 2005, you got your first sort of level of, I'll say, like official start.
Yes.
So that's 20 years. How has the journey been? What have you been proud of as you see the university and its students and its research evolve?
It's exciting because sometimes you have a vision and you want to try to do something and you don't know how it would go. So there's that fear and the risk of whether that will be successful or not. But throughout, it's been quite exciting. When we even started in 2001, our first group of students were about 200 students.
Wow.
We were just teaching them IT, Word, processing, AutoCAD.
Wow.
And when we realized that we were just reaching only a small segment of the population, we decided to expand our programs, and that's where we got the university accreditation. We started with 17 students, and right now we are close to about over 8,000 students.
Are you serious?
Yes.
From 17 to 8,000
students, yes.
What are the subjects of interest or areas of interest that you can say, and how has that also changed?
One of the things, we started with the basic things like business school, IT, and in the business we were offering accounting, marketing, finance. In the IT we were offering computer science and information technology. But once we started the school, I realized that there are certain needs in the country which are not being fulfilled. One of them I realized was in the nursing area. There were a bunch of nursing training schools run by the government, and a few from the 3 or 4 universities that were existing, but they were all running basic degree programs. You have to go in straight with your freshman and go and finish a degree. But in between there are several, about 30 or so nursing training colleges that are offering diplomas. Those people who wear the green. But there was no way to move them from the degree level, from that diploma level to the degree level. So we came up with a program that we will give them 2 more years and they will get a degree. So we have seen that growth quite a bit because we were the first school that actually did that. When we did that, we have students who came from Tamale every weekend, that they will come and learn. Out of that, we have produced people who have now got their bachelor's degree. Some of them has gone and got their PhDs and are teaching in many of the other universities, including ours. So we have seen that growth. We also innovated. There are some programs that were not existing in Ghana, like there were diploma midwife. There was no degree midwife program. So we initiated one. We've gone through a lot of things because it was, if something is not there and you are starting it, you bet you have to go through several obstacles. So we did that. So now, I would say, even surprisingly, the highest class we have in our school is the midwives, because there was no avenue to move them from their diploma to a degree, and they were one of those people called the unserved needs that were in the country. We also started with a dental therapy program. Dental therapy is, in the past we used to have dental nurses, but the nurses just would do the cleaning. The therapists can do procedures. In my research, I found out there were only 300 oral professionals in Ghana at that time, about 10 years ago. So there was the middle level which was not existing. So we started training them. So now we have trained about 200 or 500 of them that are also providing services. It's a new area at all that people are working on.
Wonderful. We're talking to Mr. Albert Akwa, who's the founder and chancellor of Garden City University. He's a chartered or certified public accountant by profession. There's a lot of concern about growing graduate unemployment. And you're training all these people. How is that dealing with that? Because there's a concern about real world relevance, that people are getting to school but they are not getting work. How do you incorporate that in your training? And what are your thoughts around reducing graduate unemployment?
We actually started with the idea that we would offer demand-driven programs. Programs that you will require a license. And if you have a license as a dental therapist in Ghana, you go to UK, they would recognize that. You go to US, they will recognize that. If you are a nurse here in Ghana, we know that a lot of them have gone to UK and US. So those are the programs that we started offering. So most of our graduates leave with a license to go and practice. So if they don't get jobs with the government, they can practice in the public and the private sector. They can also private overseas. So we have not faced too much of that. The demand-driven programs also make sure that this. But in addition to that, we have a career center at our school. The career center gives training to the students while they are students, how to find jobs, how to write resumes, how to dress for interviews, and all those other things. Also, when they are in school, we attach them. We have mentors and attachment programs for them. And basically, when you go to some place and do attachment and you do very well, they were interested in you. So we've got about 60% of our people who goes on attachment and really get stay with their places where they work.
What do you think about private universities and the role they play in higher education? There are some who feel like they should be given they should be recognized better. For example, the no fee stress that's been given to university students. I'm not sure if private university students benefit. A lot of scholarships that are given. Sometimes people feel like private universities, because your fees are a bit pricey, you are excluded. Having run a university for over 20 years, how do you advise the government to see the work you and other private universities do and also integrate you better into the public policy?
Well, the truth is that private universities have come to stay. Currently, private universities are complementing the government efforts. I recall when we started our school, there were a lot of students who were without private universities, did not have anywhere to go. 10 years ago or 15 years ago, most of the universities have aggregate requirements. So if you have aggregate 15, you will not get in. And those people were picked up by private universities and trained them. And the saying by one famous person in the U.S. says that the mind, when it trained in a new idea, will not return to its former place.
Yes.
So once you train somebody, just even like you take somebody and train them as a seamstress. After they finish, they're not going to go back. They now know how to sew, and they will continue to develop it. So private universities are developing manpower for the country. We want the government to actually, I would say in a few words, that the government has been cooperative and giving us the assistance we need. The Ghana Technical Education Commission has been cooperative in giving us the platform, the reviews that we need and everything else. But the students that are being trained by private universities are also for the country. So the government can assist in providing us some kind of assistance in kind of equipment, providing equipment or research grants and all those other things.
Wonderful.
Because we are all training our people for the country.
Let's end by what legacy you hope to leave through the Ghanaian City University and what message you have for the Ghanaian youth.
I don't think I want any legacy like a name or a building or anything of that sort. The legacy that I want is the improvement, the lives of students who came to Garden City who have seen their lives improved, and now they have seen their God-given talent trained, and they can contribute to the country. I believe that education should be for all, and it's not only sometimes the most brilliant or those people with money, but we need to train our people in various ways so that they can be productive to the country, to humanity, everywhere. So that's the legacy I want to leave. I hope that somebody or some student that has come to Garden City University will recognize the important role Garden City played in their lives. There are several of them all over the place. You can go to UK, even where I live, there are about 100 nurses that were trained in Garden City working in the Washington, D.C. area.
Wow.
Several of them have gone. We have trained about 20 people to get their PhDs. They are all from Garden City. They trained from Garden City and got them PhDs, and they are coming back to serve the country. Some of them have stayed out. So those are the legacies that I want Garden City to be remembered for.
The project is going very well. Running a university for over 20 years in Kumasi. Where in Kumasi is it located, by the way?
Kumasi, Kenyasi, on the airport road just after Abokrum. Yes.
This is Bokrom Estate.
Estate, yes, the Bokrom Estate. Once you pass there, the next town is Duase, and we are wedged between Duase and Kanyase.
Great job, Mr. Aqua. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning on the City Breakfast Show. He's the founder of the Garden University, also the chancellor. And that university producing now has over 8,000 students. Started with 17. What a fantastic story. What a great achievement. And of course, himself being a certified public accountant. I'm sure there's a strong accounting program. There's a strong business admin and finance program. Definitely that will be run there. Thank you for being on the show this morning. Meanwhile, the National Information Technology Agency, NITA, the National ICT Regulator and agency under the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, brings to you this year's National ICT Week on the theme Ghana as Africa's Digital Trade Hub, Innovation Policy and Partnership for the Future. Venue Accra International Conference Center, and it's from 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. each day. This event brings you a lineup of impactful discussions, exhibitions and engagements that highlight Ghana's leadership in the digital content. Join us as we connect policymakers, industry leaders, innovators and the public, all working together to shape the future of digital trade in Africa. And from the stables of Image Bureau, April Communications and the National Theatre comes Wole Soyinka's legendary masterpiece, Death and the King's Horseman. Prepare to witness Eleshin Oba, the King's Horseman, torn between a sacred tradition and worldly desire. 4 explosive days, 8 unforgettable shows, Saturday 23rd, Sunday 24th, Saturday 30th, and Sunday 31st August, with 2 shows at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day at the National Theatre. Tickets are selling for only 200 cedis standard and 300 cedis VIP at imagebureaugh.com. You can also dial *714 *46 hash. For more information, call 055 1313 134. Death and the King's Horseman is supported by Citi FM, Channel 1 TV, Knee Plants Car Rentals, and the Ghana Tourism Authority. Accra, are you ready? The Momo Fest train is here. Come and experience seamless shopping and music from your favorite vendors and artists on Friday the 15th and Saturday the 16th of August 2025 at noon at the Bukom Square, Jamestown, Accra. Join us for a vibrant cashless market with over 50 top-tier vendors in Accra, up to 20% discount on goods and services on sale, up to 10,000 cedis in the Momo Keteke Game Show. There's education and awareness on Momo, fraud, entertaining games, and stand to win or with a chance to win souvenirs, and music performances by Familia, Mr. Drew, Olive the Boy, King Jerry, and DJ Lord OTB. Be part of this amazing fanfare. Download the Momo app now for a free pass to this all exciting event. Momo Fest is powered by MTN by MTN. Download the Momo app today and let's stay connected everywhere you go. And if you're looking to do things differently to level up your skills and get ahead in this challenging market, Design and Technology Institute, DTI, is all about that. We offer programs ranging from precision welding and fabrication, digital innovation, graphic design, sound engineering, animation, photography, and entrepreneurship. Our programs are internationally recognized by the American Welding Society, Pearson BTech, and CT Vet. So you can shine here in Ghana or anywhere in the world. For more information, call 054 169 3534. That's 054 169 3534. DTIAfrica.com/admissions is the website as well. And if you want a British degree at a fraction of the cost, or looking for a vibrant student experience in a community that builds your confidence and equips you with real-life employability skills, enjoy all these and more with scholarships to support your academic journey at Lancaster University, Ghana. Be taught by expert faculty trained to UK standards right here on our campus here in Ghana. Visit lancaster.edu.gh or call 0248-656-274. Lancaster University, Ghana, the only British university campus in West Africa. More to come, including friends from Ya Asantua Secondary School as they embark on a beautiful journey as part of some important celebrations. Stay with us.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Hello, everyone. Prices continue to drop at Electroland Ghana Limited. CDA Picky promotion on Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO Electronics. Get a NASCO 24-inch LED flat for $899 Ghana cedis. Starting from 2,999 Ghana cedis, you can get 6 kg NASCO washing machine plus a free gas stove. And the Media Inverter 1.5 HP R410 Unicool split comes with a free blender. And when you purchase 65, 75, and 85 TCL QD Mini LED 4K TVs, you will get a free TCL FHD Smart Android TV. Now buy a Samsung 578, 582, and 636 liter side-by-side refrigerators and walk away with free microwave grill. Go to our showrooms and dealer stores across Ghana now. Call 050-315-9739 or www.electrolandgh.com for inquiries.
Hey, so what goes into building quality structures? I mean, literally, what goes into it? Wujaf, you don't want to be sitting here somewhere worrying whether or not you did a really good job. It's a very simple equation. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, massa, forget it. Don't start cry. Menye, diamond cement has been providing builders, block makers, and construction companies that peace of mind for years. Diamond cement is 42.5 R grade cement. Unbeatable quality made right here in Ghana. And because we have your pocket in mind, we provide 32.5 R grade so that everybody getting on. No long talk, Jack. If there's no diamond cement in the mix, don't start. Locate Diamond Cement Ghana Limited nationwide with factories in Aflao, Takrade, and Buipe, or call 0244-313-368 or 0540-111-978 or 0202-021-175. Diamond Cement, still as hard as a diamond.
I warned you, Elation. The river which fills up before our eyes does not sweep us away in its flood.
From the stables of April Communications, the National Theatre and Image Bureau comes the pinnacle of African theatre.
No. My powers deserted me.
Child. It is what you brought to be.
Wole Soyinka's timeless classic, Death and the King's Horseman. Live at the National Theatre, Saturday 23rd, Sunday 24th, Saturday 30th, and Sunday 31st August at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. each day. Tickets selling now for only 200 cedis standard and 300 cedis VIP at www.imagebureaugh.com or dial star 714 star 46 hash. Don't miss this epic tale of destiny and courage. Supported by New Plant Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority, and Citi FM. Sponsors: Stanbic Bank, the luckiest, Bull Savings and Loans, and proudly brought to you by
Hot Jobs.
Tired of HR headaches? Simplify your business with Hot Jobs Africa. As your one-stop HR shop, we handle recruitment, labor outsourcing, expatriate management, consultancy services, and corporate trainings. Plus, we offer staff basing and 100% staff support to boost productivity. Don't let HR hassles hold you back. Contact Hot Jobs Africa today. Call us on 030-3980-362. WhatsApp us on 020-433-6004 or email info@hotjobsafrica.org. Visit our website www.hotjobsafrica.org. Hot Jobs Africa. Think HR, think Hot Jobs.
Hot Jobs. Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
In the meantime, the grand finale of the Literacy Challenge is happening this weekend, and there's a massive quiz competition among the 10 finalists. It's going to be really exciting. We'll tell you more shortly. Now, I have friends from Ya Asantewa. I don't know what to call them, secondary school or senior high, because, you know, these days they've changed their names. But Yas is the name.
Share the link.
And I have Odisha Ayebia. She's a global PRO. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bernard.
You look like a queen mother.
Really?
Odisha Ayebia, there, Charlie Powerful. She finished in 1998.
Yes.
Which is an interesting year to finish school.
Mm-hmm.
And then Odisha Pinaman finished in 96. Yeah. So which means when we were in Form 1, you were in Form 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or SS or A-level. You are SS, not A-level. SS, yeah. So 96. She's the fundraising and sponsorship chair. And then we have a few newer ladies. Emanuela, Odisha Emanuela is 2019. Wow. 2019 is when you finished.
Yes.
And then
cutting across.
I tell you, Rita finished in 2020. COVID, you're a COVID baby. Very nice. Let's talk about Yasantua. How old is the school? Let me start with the PRO. Tell me about Yasantua. Why are you so excited about your school?
Wow, why wouldn't I? The school made me.
Yes.
Yes, so Yasantua is one of the great schools that Osajevo brought up.
Oh,
that's 1916.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so that's why we are 65 years.
Okay.
Yes, and the more reason why we're here today, because we need to celebrate the past. Mm-hmm. You know, the past has brought us a lot. Mm-hmm. Yes, it has built a lot of us. We have notable sisters out there. Mm-hmm. And so, and knowing the role Nana Yasantua even played in this country and in Ashanti Nation, that should tell you that this is a school that you can only be proud of.
I see.
Yes. Educational wise, when it comes to athletics, everything we are there. We are shining.
Yeah. I see. So you went in 96 and finished in 98.
Exactly.
So you went in what year?
93.
Wow. Why did you go to Yas of all the schools in Ghana?
Well, it's the best school.
Is it?
Especially in Ashanti region.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's the best girls' school you can find. With all the disciplines that we have in terms of science, business, arts. And at that time, and even up to now, is the prominent school you can find in Ashanti region.
What were they known for in terms of academics? Is it general arts or science or
science and business?
Science and business was the main.
Science and business.
So was that a school you also wanted to go to all through?
Yes. Well, I didn't know about Yasantua.
Okay.
I discovered Yasantua, and it's pleasant. I got to know.
So you're not in Kumasi. You're not in Kumasi.
No, I wasn't in Kumasi. I didn't even know the school.
About Yas.
Right. But when I was introduced to the school, even when you enter that school, you see, you enter the school, and then from your head to your toes or your feet changes. Everything changes about you, and you start feeling very holy.
Wow.
Yes.
What did you study in the school?
I did accounting, business.
So that's business. And you?
Yes.
I also did business.
But you were in Kumasi, so you knew about the school?
Yes. I actually chose it first
choice.
Third choice.
Correct.
You know, that was the time that the heads will actually meet and pick the scorecards of your results, and they do manual selection, not now that they've computerized it. So according to my headmistress, in fact, when she saw
from your GSS,
from the SSS, the heads, the CHAS, the team will meet and pick manually students that have excelled, and they meet the criteria for that particular school. So it's like, if I don't pick this girl, something will happen to her, because I chose it for my first choice, second choice, third choice. It tells you how I love the school.
What about the newer ones? So Emanuela and Rita, tell me about your journey to Yas. Was that always the school you wanted to go to?
For me, that wasn't the school I wanted to.
Okay.
I mean, I would say God placed me there.
Okay.
Because my own was it's a very miraculous story to say.
Wow.
Yeah. And the first day was actually my first time stepping foot in Kumasi.
Okay.
And immediately I stepped foot there. Truthfully, the whole atmosphere felt familiar, as if I've been there before, like that deja vu thing they talk about. Yeah, so for me, I realized from the first day I needed to be here.
What was life like in the school for you?
It wasn't easy, but
It wasn't easy.
It was worth everything.
You work hard.
Yes, and our time we had the famous Miss Familia.
Yes.
So,
Who is she?
I mean, she was very strict. I mean, I remember the boys would write letters to us. They were inviting us for programs, and she would tell them, "My girls are learning."
That they don't allow you guys to go.
Yes, but it was nice. I think I joined a few communities back in school, like the Christian Council.
Yeah.
And then
a lot of extracurricular stuff as well.
Yes,
so
nice.
She's from Kumasi and she knows the school. You were first visiting the school the first time you went. Same for you. What about you? What was your experience with Yas like?
So it was the school I wanted to attend.
School you wanted to attend?
I stay in Kumasi.
Correct.
So in class 6, my English teacher was an old girl.
Okay.
And seeing her and her mannerism, I was like, no, I have to attend this school.
Like
she attended.
Wow.
So yeah, when I got to Form 3, I decided to choose it, and I liked my experience over there.
So what did you study at Yas? Science, and you did
science as well.
And you did business, and you business. So before we come to 65th anniversary, we are told that your boys' school is Prempe. Is that correct?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes.
Sure. Love them to be.
Are you so? But you are not. They are Presby Methodist. But you are a state. You're also Presby Methodist.
Yes.
Okay. What's the color of your school uniform?
Blue and white.
Okay, blue and white. They wear green and khaki.
Yes.
So are you saying people don't do anything with OWAS at all?
No.
At all, or sometimes
school. We don't want to mention
at all. Are you saying that you don't do cross cultivation?
No.
You don't do
Well,
anything. Because, let me give you an example. I know a lot of Presec people who marry Ebri girls.
Yes.
I know a lot of Accra who marry St. Mary's.
Yes.
Is it like that for you people in Prempeh College, or
yes,
you expand your net?
Oh no.
We do.
Despite the fact that we've been together for over 33 years.
Yes.
We know that by all means there were some cross pollinations here and there, and so yes, we had other sisters getting involved with some akatechi. Okay. You know, I remember one day we went to sing at it was a singing competition from school, and there's a bit of the song that says okatechi obiarankutuno. Then all of a sudden all the was guys got up and started clapping, and the Prempeh guys were confused.
Yeah, understand
what is happening here. Yes, and I think that we will take it to the grave.
I like that.
Yes.
So now you are 65 years old. Yes. So I know you just want to talk about the lecture, but generally, what are some of the things planned for the anniversary now that you are here? Maybe let me start with the senior. You are, by the way, you call Prempeh, you call yourself senior?
No, we do sisters.
Sisters. So Odisha.
Yes.
What does Odisha mean in English? Royal. So that's why they call it Amana this year.
The royal pair.
Oh, a month for an addition.
Yes.
Okay. So, Sister Ayebia, what are some of the activities we planned for? No, actually, let me come to Penama.
All right. So, it's a whole week celebration.
Okay.
We're starting from 29th of September, and we are ending on 5th. 5th, everybody is leaving campus.
September of August?
Of September.
Oh, okay. So it's next month.
Yes, next month.
Okay.
And it's ending on 4th October. By 5th, we leave campus. We have a lined up of activities starting from, in fact, we're going to have the first one, which is the memorial lecture.
Okay.
And then we'll do our floats. We're going to have bonfire and fufu party.
Hey.
Come to Kumasi and
bonfire and fufu party
and enjoy the sumptuous fufu
highly electronic
with the prekese and all that you can think of.
Wow.
Yes. We're going to have health screening for the community. You know, we are in between Tanoso and Nebuakwa. There's a big community around us. We want to reach out to them and show love.
Sure.
Our motto is love and service. So we want to show love to them and then extend what we also have to the community. So we'll be doing health screening for the community. We have games and competition.
So you are where? Ebuakwa?
At Tanoso.
Tanoso, where is that?
Tanoso.
I don't know Kumasi.
Okay, so on the same stretch Prempeh College is on.
Okay.
Sofo line
interchange, I know that place.
Yes.
That will take you to Sunyani.
Yes, take you to Sunyani.
Sunyani Road.
Yes.
Okay. So you're on that same stretch.
The same stretch.
That's why it's not far.
It's not far.
It's not.
They can walk to our school.
But they've been running with the cup to our school when they win.
They come and show us the cup.
They do a tour.
Yeah.
They do a city.
And this time they'll beat you to it and they'll bring a cup.
The interview can end though. you are on borrowed time. So so question was here. Continue.
So we have the games and the competition coming up with, among sisters on campus and past students. We're also going to have our fundraising dinner. We are building an ultra modern science laboratory for the school. Yes,
that's a lot of things.
A lot of things. So it's very packed, and that's why we're here.
But here there's a big lecture.
Yes.
The 65th anniversary lecture on 28th of August. Let's talk about that. Who's speaking? What are some of the issues to raise? And is it open to all of us?
Okay, so yes, the lecture is taking care of, as you've already mentioned, we have our Queen Mothers joining us to come and talk about the, the present, the past, the present, and the future of Yasantua. If you look at the theme for this year's program, you can see that we have, I want to read it to you so that, so 65 years of excellent education, honoring the past, inspiring the future. Yes. And so we have notable addition or notable old girls who are certain, including the Mampon Hema and Nana Yasantua herself, coming to support us, to be able to send information, good information to both Adishia fraternity and the whole world in trying to streamline and build the woman who is also coming. Because as I have already mentioned, the past has already built some of us. And so we have we are still, rendering our quota to the nation and the world. But we will not leave it today. We need to beef it up. We need to enhance it. We need to ensure that there is always revamping. And that is why this lecture is coming. It's also another way to let sisters get to know about the 65th anniversary. Yes, because we need to send the message across. We need all sisters to come together. Let's celebrate 65 years of good or excellent education.
So this is on the 28th of August, and it's happening in...
Yes, it is happening in Kumasi.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which hall?
KNUST. Yes. And then what it is that we will let sisters listening to us know that we are identifying ourselves properly, branding ourselves in our global cloth and representing.
So you use it to sew different things.
Yeah. We have sewn.
You sew different styles.
We have sewn. Get ready.
All kinds.
All kinds.
Once the material is inside.
Yes.
How exciting is it to be an old girl of yours? It's one thing being in the school. I'm sure some of you are in university and stuff. Do you still keep it? How is it like?
Oh, it's nice. Mostly you meet other old girls and then you talking and you bring back old memories and talking about what we used to do in the house and sometimes how we wanted to break the rule and then now you know that it's good you didn't break it. Like
your headmistress is listening.
We did not.
You didn't break the rules.
Nah.
I see. So from yours, where did you go after?
I'm currently in the University of Ghana.
University of Ghana, studying what?
Doctor of Pharmacy, 5th year.
Yes, and you?
I'm also in the University of Ghana, studying Doctor of Pharmacy.
But you are a Kumasi girl.
Yes.
What school did you go to in Kumasi before yours?
Called the Methodist.
Okay, so yours was the school, ultimate.
Yes.
Good morning, Bernard. My name is Eunice. Greetings to Sister Mina. She was my senior. This is Eunice. I don't know if I can mention her workplace, but I know her. She says you else. The question is that Mina. Is that Mina?
No.
Who is Mina?
Myself.
Yeah. How is Mina? I thought your name is Ayebia.
So that's why, because you didn't have the full names.
So you are, what's your
Wilhelmina Ayebia Opariaye. Apostle Dr. Wilhelmina Ayebia Opariaye.
You are an apostle. And you're a doctor too. No, so mention your full name.
Oh, so my full name is Wilhelmina Ayebia Opariaye. When I was going to Yasantua, I was Wilhelmina Ayebia Opariaye. That is my name.
And you are an apostle and
and they are changing. Audition
for now. And Pinama, what's your full name?
And Ajwa Pinaman Aqua.
Ajwa Pinaman Aqua.
Yeah.
I see. The lady who has, it's funny, I interviewed her, Priscilla Chumesiba for doctor.
Yes.
She was my senior at Legon.
Okay.
One of the best economics students we know. She was a year behind you. Yes. I see. So she finished in the same 97.
House.
She was my senior. So.
Okay, what house was that?
Yacha.
How many houses do you have?
We used to have 4,
11 now.
but currently
You have 11 houses?
11 houses. Yeah.
Oh, why?
We are
because it's a
building
big school.
Ghana.
How many-
We are
how many-
building the
Currently,
nation.
they have
students
over
do you have now?
5,000 plus students.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Oh, yes.
Over 5,000
Yeah,
students.
yeah.
How many? And
Because
11
of
houses.
free SHS, a lot of people have been enrolled.
11 houses.
So yes.
Wow. From 4 at your time.
4, yes.
So what house were you in?
No, house 3.
Called what?
Kunebi Yadom.
Kunedu Yadom. You were in
That's
house.
it,
You were
the
in
pink
house.
house.
You were in house.
House 2.
And you were in house.
Kunedu Yadam house.
House 3.
House 3. What are you?
I was 5.
So you are part of the new people.
The new trend.
Hey, house 11. So I like Presec. You are growing. What's your motto?
Love and
Love and
service.
service.
Love and service.
Yes.
We'll be there to support you. 28th August is the big start for their 65th anniversary. It's a lecture to be delivered by the Mampohima, and then to be followed by a lot of activities culminating in October, where they will turn on the Ya Santua cloth and take over social media. Giddy 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 crowd.
Giddy, giddy, giddy. Bernard, I
Yes.
left something. I wanted to mention the name of the hall
Okay.
where we are having the
Yes.
lecture. That
Yes.
is Amono Neza Conference Center.
At Tech.
At
Amon
Tech.
Uneza Conference Center at
Yes.
Tech. So that's on the 28th of August.
Yes, 28th of
Wonderful.
August.
So thank you very much.
Thank
What's the plural of Adishye?
Adishia is the plural.
The plural.
Odishia is,
Odishia is one.
So thank you, Adishye, for being on the show.
Thank
Always
you.
good to talk to you.
Thank you, Bernard.
And so we move now to City News at 10, and we have in studio Ejubi Wiafi Akinting. Ejubi Wiafi Akinting. Good morning, Ejubi.
Good morning, Bernard. Coming